Okay, it is finally working. That was super weird. That was a really weird issue. OBS was not noticing my capture card at first. That was super weird. But it seems to be working now, so thankfully, you guys let me know if you can hear me and everything correctly. Because I was having a few technical problems there, but I think it's working now, so hopefully it's good to go. Hey Aiden, hey Robbie. Looks like it's working now, so that's good. I don't entirely know what that was, but it could also be the capture card's also getting a little bit old, which I probably need to think about replacing that next at some point later this year. Which is fine. They're actually not quite as expensive as I thought they were. But anyways, tonight we are going to be starting our playthrough of Life is Strange Before the Storm Remastered. And just like with the other one, we're going to try to play using the circle button for all of our decisions, for as long as the game actually lets me do so. It most likely won't be very successful, because that's how the previous ones have gone, but you never know. So I just need to go ahead and pull up the guide for this game. I need to go find that, because I didn't have that pulled up, because I was finishing up my Duolingo for the day. Hey, sweet. Yeah, this should be fun, because, I mean, the only thing is, I don't love this game compared to, like, the original. I don't like it quite as much. It's not a bad game by any means, but it's not really one of my favorites in this series. Okay, Before the Storm. Let's see where our collectibles can be found. Okay, so it's graffitis in this game, so that's what it is. Alrighty. Higher than the current recommended bit rate. Why do you want to drop it down to 6800? Fine, I'll drop it if I have to, but I think it's okay for now. Stick it where it is for now. If I have to drop the bitrate down, I can totally do that. Not a problem. And I'm probably going to have to turn the music down quite a bit so we don't get too much in the way of copyright, because I got a few notices in the previous game, so I'll need to turn that down a bit. Didn't go on a date with the girl, unfortunately. Aw, man, that sucks. Don't mind Before the Storm. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind it either. It's just, I don't like it as much as the original. Really disorganized. Have the audacity to say me not leaving really late as a turnoff to her. Yeah, you dodged a bullet. Yeah, you probably dodged a bullet if she's going to be acting like that this early on. Okay, here's your terms of service and other thing. Alright, confirm. Okay, so apparently I don't care about that. Probably blocked my stream there for half a second. That was kind of silly. Alright, let me go ahead and drop the music volume down. Everything else here is good. Subtitles are on. Alright, that's good. So, let us begin. Now, this game is only 3 episodes plus a bonus episode, which does not have any trophies as far as I'm aware. I'm assuming that this version has the same trophy list as the original. I'm assuming it does. I'm going to double check here for a second, but I'm almost positive it's the exact same trophy list. So complete all optional graffiti, of which there are 10 per episode, and finish the episode. So 11 trophies per episode, that's 33 of them, and then there's complete all 3 episodes. Fun fact, when this game first came out on the old version of it, the original version of it on, I guess, PS3 or whatever console it was on, this trophy originally required you to play the bonus chapter that was originally only available as a pre-order bonus. Or you had to, like, purchase it separately or something like that. So Interesting fact about that is that they actually had to change this trophy from where it was on the first day. So, yeah, that's an interesting little fact of trophy history. They were smart enough to change it. Division 2, haven't gotten to play it this week. Also, where is the little Astrobot? The little Astrobot is getting another set of DLC levels starting at the end of this month. So I guess I'll be back on Astrobot at some point for like one night, which I'm okay with. Love a little bit of Astro here and there. That video's done pretty well so far. Alright, let's get started. Told her to meet at 7 p.m. on Monday. She tells you that she's going to the gym that same time. Told you to meet her there. I mean, I've heard of people, like, going to the gym for a date. Not necessarily, like, a first date, though. I could see it being a date if you were, like, with someone for at least a little while. Day later, he had a match with another girl who says that she wanted to hook up, but she was charging, like, $100. Okay, that's called prostitution, ma'am, and you can go to prison for it. So we have a random person standing in the middle of the train tracks. They playing like a game of chicken or something? Yeah, probably. It's Chloe, several years earlier.
I can't believe Firewalk is playing a show at the old mill. Fuck yes.
Why would any
Mom would
reputable
kill me
band
if she
be
knew I was
playing
out.
at an abandoned mill? Well, they're probably not a reputable band then, is what we can guess. Okay, so for those who don't know, this game is only 3 chapters compared to, well, 3 episodes, I guess you could say, compared to the 5 episodes in the original Life is Strange, as well as the 2nd season and the 3rd season. And I'm assuming Double Exposure is the same thing.
Holy shit.
But, this one is only 3 episodes. That being said, these are not short episodes. These are fairly long in comparison to
This
some of the other
place is
games in the
awesome.
series. Okay, I think I need to drop the bit rate
If
on this
I'm gonna
thing
get
real
inside,
quick, so
I'll have to get
let
through
me
that door.
fix that quickly. That should make YouTube happier. Unless you're in Vegas. So, interesting fact, apparently that particular activity is actually not truly legal in Clark County, which is Las Vegas. It's legal in some of the other counties, but apparently not that one, which is really weird.
This RV's just begging for a little street art. But if I do it here, someone will see me.
Alright, let's go around the back of it then. I'm assuming that we can do it that way. Yep. Graffiti. I wanted you to pay for weed
Now,
too,
what
since you
to
thought you were gonna
draw?
smoke. Yeah, you dodged a bullet there. Ooh, not a meth lab. That's a great name for it. Dude, Walter White Jr.
Definitely, absolutely not a meth lab.
Absolutely, 100% not a meth lab. There ain't no Walter White up in here. Okay, next one is not until we get inside, so we've got a couple minutes until that happens. Let's throw the gas can on the fire.
Exactly high on the agenda here.
What's the worst that can happen?
This place has collected a lot of junk over the years.
Oh yeah, man, I don't blame you, especially on the drugs part of it. I mean, the alcohol is at least legal once you're 21 here in the U.S., but sure as hell not
This
going to do
band
any
shreds so
weed or any
hard.
other drugs.
I gotta get in there.
Because remember, I dated the crazy chick that was the weed addict all of those few years ago now. It's been like a little 3.5 years or something.
I'd join a motorcycle gang if I had any friends.
Let me guess, he's not going to let us in. And yeah, she was crazy, so
You gotta let me in.
I had no intention
Check it.
to
I'm
get myself
totally
involved in
legit.
that either.
It's not a bad fake, kid, but you're in over your head here. Do yourself a favor and scram.
He figured that out pretty quickly.
Can't let him push me around. Should I go back and stand up to him? Or can something around here help me convince him?
Let me guess. Start the fire more?
Mom would totally flip her shit if
Like,
she
do
knew
more
I
of the
hiked
fire?
for an hour just to see a show.
It's got another match on Tinder. It's on Thursday.
This place
that'd be
is
good.
sketchy as hell.
Getting-
An old
you're getting more
abandoned
matches than
building
I
in
have
the middle
been
of
recently.
nowhere, miles
Oh,
from
mine are
home.
bots. Like, I get a fair number of matches, but they're almost all bots, so they really aren't actual matches.
Now I remember why I'm here.
Alright, can we just throw the gas can on the fire? That totally seems like it
Guess
should work
fire
here.
safety isn't exactly high on the agenda here.
Dog kennel's empty, right? Yep, so there's not a dog to let out or something. What about the
I'd
bikes? Did
join
we
a
mess up the
motorcycle
bikes?
gang if I had any friends.
Maybe this one?
Nothing says badass like a nice floral print.
Get bots too. Yeah, I mean, I get like all bots. Okay, so we have a new dialogue option, so...
An old lumber car. Guess it's been years since anyone's actually worked here. That saw looks ancient. I wonder how long ago the mill actually closed.
We got that. A betting stub. Ooh, let's
If
take
I
that.
owed somebody $1,000, I'd be shitting my pants.
How much did you owe Frank? Like 5,000?
Those guys need to get a room.
Most of them are on Facebook. I mean, I've never been able to get the Facebook dating
Why
thing to
not?
work right.
Damn.
Been pretty sick since Sunday. Got sick a bunch that day, but haven't since then. Starting to feel better. Oh man, that sucks. I'll be glad to hear you're feeling better.
Seriously though, who drives an RV to a firewalk show?
Don't get anything on Bumble. Yeah, I haven't gotten anything on Bumble in like forever. I'll sometimes get matches on Hinge as well, but... Alright, so did we just try to talk to him about his bike? Is that gonna work?
God, again? What do you want, kid?
Let me inside now. Let's talk about the bike.
Is
Because
that
that's the circle
your
button.
bike over there?
Oh, well, accidentally pulled up my
Yep.
headphones there.
It's, pretty cool.
Gee, thanks.
I thought that might unlock other dialogue. Let me inside now.
I have to convince this doorstop that I'm not giving up until he lets me inside.
You can use... Right. So this is the sort of power in this game. The ability to backtalk and
Don't
change,
you
like,
remember what
dialogue
it's like
and
to be a
stuff.
teenager? I just want to see the band.
Well, whatever circle
I
button
thought we
is...
went over this. Isn't it past your bedtime?
Pay attention to what they say. Bedtime. Oh, man. So... Well, we are most certainly not going to be completing this game using circle only, because apparently these dialogues are going to make us do all sorts of stuff. So... the circle button probably isn't going to be that important in this playthrough. Because apparently the dialogue's going to be even more important in this game than it was in the original. Well then, let's start playing. And we'll still use the circle button whenever
Isn't it
we have the
past
chance,
yours?
but it's not going to be the
Real
only thing we
cute.
can do.
But I still don't know you.
Cute. Cute is relative.
Kittens riding tiny mopeds are cute. I'm more like Red Sonja riding a Panzer tank.
Interesting choice.
Okay, kid.
Kid and tough.
I get it. You're tough.
Playground. Oh, God.
Maybe I am a kid. Because this place looks like a damn playground.
So I'm actually going to have to,
me.
like, pay fairly good attention to some of this, I
Girl like
think.
you? I can't protect you in there.
But you've got flowers on your
A girl
bike.
like you with pretty flowers on her bicycle shouldn't lecture me on what I can do.
That is a traditional Samoan...
You're making things worse, probably, Chloe.
Look, my boss decides who gets in, all right?
On Hinge for the most part as well.
Is your boss your mom? Follow up. Do you live in your boss's basement?
You're not accepting no for
I'm
an
not.
answer.
On Hinge, but not as
Nope.
much as Tinder or Facebook.
And you really think you can take me?
Yep.
What if I had a knife?
No problem.
A gun?
Don't care.
What if I had...
You could have a flamethrower, an army of robot ninjas, and a motherfucking dragon on a leash in there.
Damn, that
I'd still
escalated
kick
quickly,
your
Chloe.
ass.
I give up.
Damn, that escalated
right.
fast.
Go on in.
Okay, then. Yeah, that escalated a bit quickly, but alright. Interesting. Bumble's useless for you as well. It never worked. It's where I had my longest relationship from, but nowadays it's just
This
so
is
screwed up as an app
intense.
because it's like, it was supposed to always be the app that the women match first or whatever and
Cute
talk
dog.
first, but now they've changed it to where the women can put a prompt and make you have to answer first, so it's like, what's even the draw of it? And you only get to swipe right like 5 times in every 24 hours or something. Kind of funny that you came across a girl you matched with on Bumble at your college. Oh, you came across her like in real life? That's
Just follow
always a
the
little bit
lights and the
awkward.
sound.
I
Can't
find
wait
it
to
funny
get
the
in there
times
and
that I've like
thrash.
seen people that I even went to high school with on the app back home. Like whenever I go home, I sometimes see them if it's like Christmas and people are all around there. Alright, spin, because it's circle button. And that's
Sit and
2.
spin.
I see you, Saul. Next one isn't until we get back to the house.
Here we go.
Into the mosh pit. Uh-oh.
Fuck.
It ain't my fault I got pushed
Hey.
into you.
You okay?
I'm fine.
Relax. You bumped into me, remember?
Blow him off.
Fuck off, man.
Hey, you don't know who I am, do you?
No. And I give 0 shits.
Hey, let me know how that works out for you, bitch.
All right. Mosh pit is a no-go. Fine.
I'm halfway through Jedi
Maybe
Survivor's
I can get a
been
better
fun
view
so
of the
far.
action
That's
from up
good.
above.
Hey.
Oh, it's Frank.
Chloe?
I know your name, you idiot. You bought pot for me every month for a year. Look at that getup. Studs. You're trying too hard. What are you even doing here?
I'm trying to see this
Yeah, I
damn
need to still
band.
play Jedi Survivors
But
at
this
some
place is
point.
crazy
Definitely
packed.
will do
Have to
that
get to the
someday
stage.
whenever I have time.
How'd you even
I have so many
hear
other
about
games
this
to work
little
on these
shindig?
days. And we're coming up
Ha,
probably
the
on
internet.
the
How
yearly
else?
dumpster dive.
Seriously? Fucking kids.
I'm thinking about possibly doing the dumpster dive this weekend.
Did you see that guy I ran into?
Because this
Acted like I
weekend
was
might not be a
supposed to
bad
know
time
who the
for
hell
it.
he was.
Ah.
Maybe
yeah.
on Saturday night
I
or
know.
something. I wouldn't mind
Works
doing
for
that.
Damon.
It's
Damon
about the
Mirror?
about that time of the year.
I see you've heard of him. This is his place. Damon's a friend of mine.
I got plenty of games lined up, but I need to pick up one of those new 50 cents games
Where do those
that Bad
stairs
Drivers
go?
posted a video of, because they look like straight up dumpsters.
Real helpful,
So,
Frank.
yeah.
I mean, will I get a better view
Someone
of the
totally
band up
just
there?
needs to
Oh, the
make a
fuck should I
shovelware
know?
50 cent
Floor above
or
rotted all
$1
to hell,
game
okay?
where you
No
literally
one
just
goes
jump
up
into a dumpster over and
Fine.
over again. Be like a one-button jumping game or something. They totally just need to do that.
So, you holding? I could definitely use something to take the edge off.
Well,
Of
True
course.
Colors has
As soon
a
as you give me the
PS5 version, right?
$175 you owe me.
Shit. Do I really owe him that much?
Yeah, PS5.
Unless I
I
find
think
some
there's
quick
already a
cash
True
around
Colors
here, I
version,
can
either
kiss
that or
my
it might just be
high goodbye.
PS4, but I think it's PS5, but that one's
Never
short
mind,
enough, at least it wouldn't have been that much of a
Suit
problem.
yourself.
Life is Strange 2, I'm still just honestly kind of surprised that we never got a PS5 version of that game. feel like it's absolutely something that could have happened. Fallen Order was fun, and Survivors does look fun, so someday.
Yes! Finally made it! I can't believe it!
Let me guess, this is gonna end badly somehow. Yeah, they added more brain rot games, because apparently they just care even less and less each year on what's on the store. But that's good for me for Dumpster Dive Night. So I'll need to pick up at least one of those brain rots. This will be perfect for the
beer,
oh
bitch.
god, this could be bad.
You should be more careful. It's a rough place.
I don't like your attitude.
I don't like your face.
We're not done.
Fairly on your Sony these days. I mean, I haven't been playing much the last couple days because I've been busy with, editing and all that kind of stuff.
Then how about I show you how unimpressed I am with limp dick assholes who get butthurt over a spilled beer?
I think she's calling us out, dude.
She's gonna regret every
To be fair, the
word.
dialogue in this one is more
Every
realistic so
word.
far.
Oh,
And less cringy.
this is gonna be
It's
good.
I'm gonna teach this
closer,
little
I feel
punk
like, to
some
what high
man.
school is
Serious?
like.
You want to see me get angry here? Because I'm getting there. And it won't be pretty. It
She
won't.
thinks she can take you?
Oh, that could be bad.
Hey, dickhead.
Run! Because it's the circle button. Ooh! Man, that probably hurt.
Come on.
Everything is cringy in these games. Yeah, but this one isn't as bad. I feel like they kind of learned some of their lesson.
Let me go, Frank. Not gonna happen. Calm down. Come on, man.
He actually
Walk
sounds
away.
like Frank from
Stupid.
Dead Rising. A little bit.
Bullshit. Get the fuck out of here.
He actually sounds a little bit like him. Well, I'm sure this will be copyrighted. Even though I have the music turned pretty far down. The least cringy female character you've seen is Clementine. That's very true. I don't know if that's partially because she's growing up in the apocalyptic world and all, and she actually has character development over the course of 3.5 games. She's major character in the first and second and fourth seasons, and then third season she's in like half of it. Hey, Mia. Platinum in Stars in Time. I have not heard of that. What kind of game is it? Alright, so this is where our next graffiti is. Like I said, even though this game's only 3 episodes, these episodes are longer, so we'll see how much we get through tonight. We'll definitely get through at least episode 1, but I don't know how far we will get into episode 2. Unless episode 1 is just like twice the length of anything else, which I don't think it is. Yeah, I hope you all have been having a good week. Mine's been a little bit slow overall. I've got my script recorded for the banning challenge for Black Ops 3. Excited for that one because it was so close to being successful. Spoiler alert there for anyone who didn't see the streams and cares about that challenge. I wouldn't keep doing those. Like, maybe I won't. I don't know if I'll keep doing them on streams. Because the streams don't do particularly well, but the videos themselves actually do pretty well, so we'll have to see about that. There's a few more that I want to do, though, or at least read it. Mainly Modern Warfare 2, the original. Because with the new rules, I think I've actually got a fairly good chance of doing something with that one, so we will see. was actually messing around with the museum a couple days ago, getting back to the game.
My eyes and tell the world to go to hell. Daily rituals are important.
Only Telltale game you played
Even
was
when they
Tales
involve
from the
writing unread
Borderlands.
letters to friends who have forgotten you.
I mean, Tales from the Borderlands is like one of the absolute
Hey,
best
Max.
ones, so...
Hey, Dad. Another day in paradise.
And Clementine, the
Right?
second game, wasn't even cringy. Yeah, she wasn't. She was a hardened survivor, ready to just, like, kill anyone that needed to be killed.
Last night, seeing Firewalk live. Those skeevy
Time loop
assholes.
turn-based RPG
Yeah.
designed to be tedious. Oh, okay, then I probably wouldn't... I
Is
don't
that
mind
really
a
Rachel
turn-based
Amber?
game. I mean, some turn-based games are pretty fun, like Super Mario RPG and, of course, Paper
Smell
Mario
like
2.
cigarettes and beer. Better change clothes. Mom said I was too young to go. She was wrong.
Speaking of Borderlands,
It was
never knew the
awesome.
issue with Borderlands 1 Japanese version. Yeah, it is the most, how'd you not play Tales of the Walking Dead? Just never have. Should do one day. Yeah, you should absolutely play the Walking Dead games, especially that first season is still one hell of a roller coaster of emotions. Okay, so where does this go to? Over here.
No more unicorns, no more princesses, and no more fucking rainbows.
But yeah, that was the biggest trophy
Words of
blunder
wisdom,
probably
don't fail me
ever
now.
when they did that. Because I've never... No other game has screwed up
Just
like
ask
quite
Steve
that
Jobs.
badly. So yeah, accidentally release a DLC. Genius is 1% inspiration, 99% LSD. That's probably not the most incorrect statement I've ever heard in my life. I mean, I'm gonna tell
I
you guys
still
something
smell
here that you
like
don't want to
last
hear.
night.
75%
I
of
really
your
need to
medical
change.
professionals are on something.
I should at least check out my dresser before I leave.
Now, it doesn't mean it's something illegal, but 75% of them, 3 out of every 4, are on something. Whether that be
Mom said I
alcohol,
was too young to
tobacco, vapes,
She was wrong.
other
And it
drugs,
was awesome.
other drugs. So yeah, that's not the most incorrect thing in the world I've ever seen. Steam, your mom bought you Stars of Time full experience, $60. Oh, nice. My parents actually used to play quite a few games, like in their younger years. Stuff on like Atari or just like the original NES and stuff like that. So they used to play some of
I
that.
really should get going.
Mr. Sharky.
Fun fact. Shark babies eat their siblings in the womb.
Maybe that's why. Oh god, that's dark. Okay, so next one is when we go interact with the toolbox.
Shit. Where's my phone? God, it's not here. How drunk was I last night?
She didn't look like she drank anything. She
Guess
just
I
looked
better
like she
try
smoked a
calling my
couple of
phone
cigarettes or something.
with Mom's.
Hey, TJ. Mom used to play games like
Okay.
Pong. My parents would have
Mom's phone
played
is
that,
probably in her
and they
I can
played...
use it to call mine, then figure out where the hell I left
They played like the original Super Mario Brothers. What happens if we open the drawer?
it. Ah, Mom.
Oh, okay. Yep, that
Not
was
enough that David comes
not
here
something
for
I needed to see. I actually didn't know that was there. I probably didn't bother with it in the past. Okay, then.
How can Mom look at this every day and not see what a tool she's dating?
Oh, yes, this is before they were, like, officially together. I mean, they were dating, but not married or anything at this point. Oh, it's in the house at least.
Sounds like my phone is definitely nearby.
There it is. How did it end up down there? I'm legitimately
There we
curious.
go. Wonder how many calls I've missed.
Yeah, I'm legitimately curious as to how it ends up down there. Ooh, okay, so we have... She hasn't texted in however many years. That's highly unfortunate. Frank just wanted us to buy weed on 420. Nice little touch there. Something about school. Will you be home by curfew? There will be consequences. I don't think Chloe cares.
Bring my purse down with you, please.
Yeah.
Still playing Saints Row 4 on the Switch? Does it even play well on that?
In her room.
Can't imagine it playing very well on that.
Mom's old engagement ring. It's a grade B. Fuck you, Arcadia Pawn. Wait, Mom's selling her engagement ring?
Oh, I thought she was about to, like, say that she was gonna go sell it, or had tried to sell it.
Oh, can you grab my cell phone too?
What am I, your slave?
I need to talk to you.
Yeah.
Went to Costco today, got
That
2
really
slices of
makes
cheese
me want
pizza,
to hurry.
lots of protein, 44 grams of protein per slice. That is quite a bit for a slice of pizza.
Coming,
So I got Little
Mom.
Caesars this weekend for the first time in like 6 months. I don't order pizza too often, and I only ever order it if I can get a good deal on it.
Finally, you can put my purse on the dining table. Might still have time for breakfast.
Hey, Lan.
Dining table, here I come.
What's for breakfast?
Chloe, I don't have all day. Would you get over here already?
I should see what
You
Mom
literally gave
wants
me
before
3
she
seconds to
strokes out.
walk there.
Dad's old swear jar. We spent the last of his curses on bus fare and milk.
Oh, they got a random map of Oregon here. So yeah, they're in like southern Oregon, I guess, is officially. Southeastern Oregon.
Pot
Slow
roast?
cooker. Do you mean a crock
Mom
pot?
hates pot roast.
Do you mean a crock pot? That's basically a crock pot, I think. Just a differently shaped version
Mom.
of one.
You wanted to talk?
Calories are like 710 per
When I
slice. Yeah,
send
that
you a
sounds
text
about right
message,
for that.
Chloe, like last night, I need you to answer.
So I
You
see
can just
state
say
of play.
text.
I
You don't have
did.
to say
It
message.
was.
And I need you to
There were a
answer
few
without
good
the
things in
snark.
there. Silent Hill F looks
I was
really
sleeping.
good.
I didn't get your text until just now.
It looks legitimately
you make it
creepy,
so
and
hard
presumably
to
it's going to be a
trust
game since it's set in
that
Japan,
what
and there's
you
probably
wanted
not
to
going to
talk
be
about?
guns and stuff to use in it, which might make
What
it
is it
more
with you and
challenging at
David?
times.
Always cutting to the chase. Why can't we just have some pleasant conversation? before
Ghost of
school?
Yotai obviously still looks good, even though we didn't get too much of it.
Are you selling your engagement ring?
Chloe, jewelry gets appraised for all sorts of reasons. Like for insurance.
Nice dodge.
How about this? You don't go in my bedroom when I'm not there.
How about
Didn't
don't
you
ask
tell
to
me
get
to
your
go
damn
in there to
purse
get your purse? Seriously, there was nothing else I could do. I had to go in there to get
then?
your
I thought you
purse.
hated pot roast.
You can have a no thank you helping.
No, you hate pot roast. I don't care.
I don't hate it. And David likes it. And don't say you don't care.
So that's what we're doing now? Whatever your boyfriend likes?
No, the amount has the fact super cheap, only $2 per slice. Oh yeah, because like the place that all gets slices at around here
You do realize I
is
hate
like
your
$7 or
boyfriend
$8
with every
bucks for
fiber
a
of my
slice,
being,
but they're
right?
gigantic,
Chloe!
and it's easily the
don't
best pizza in
He
South
calls
Carolina.
me girly. He's a dickhole.
He can be old-fashioned.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's easily the
An
best in
old-fashioned dickhole.
South Carolina, so it's worth the price. I don't get it too often either, but very much worth the price. Because their
Ah,
large
right.
pepperoni pizza's
Cool.
like $29
My
or
favorite.
You
something,
used to love to
but it's
learn.
also like
Yeah.
a 20-inch wide
I used to
pizza
think drugs were lame too.
and really good
I wish you
quality.
wouldn't joke like that. Let's not fight.
So it's legitimately
I know
about 3
breakfast.
meals.
Nah. I'll just grab something later.
Yeah, it's legitimately
Oh, you'll
about 3
enjoy
meals,
this.
so
The other day I made
it's not
4
really
eggs,
that
2
bad
for
for
David,
price.
2 for me. And just before I served them, he says, "What are you gonna eat?"
I'll enjoy that, huh?
Tired,
Dave and
huh?
I haven't eaten
That'll teach
4
you
eggs in a
quickly.
day
What?
ever,
I know what time you
probably.
came home last night. And don't think you can get
don't know
out
the
of
last time I
school
eaten
just because
4
you
eggs in a
missed
day.
the bus again.
Why would you assume that?
Who do you think your principal calls when you skip? Do you think I enjoy lying for you, saying you're sick
Metal
just so
Gear
you don't
Solid
get expelled?
Snake Eater shown. Yeah, that one looks like it's going to be good, but why is there a random
Between your
crossover
grades
with
and your
Ape Escape
disregard
in
for
it?
my rules,
Is
I
what I'm
see you
wondering.
slipping. I'm worried.
But Mom, the whole point of lowering
Some frame drops, bit of
expectations is so
pixels
you won't
popping
be
every now and then. That's
disappointed in
actually
me.
surprising that it works that
Ever
well.
again.
Doesn't
You're
the
happy
Switch
doing
2
what
come
you're
out
doing?
tomorrow?
Fine. Keep at it. Just let
No,
me know.
literally,
so I
doesn't
can
the
stop
Switch
fighting
2
with
come out
Blackwell
either
to
like
keep you on
tomorrow or tonight
scholarship.
at midnight?
Money's tight enough as it is.
She had a scholarship to Blackwell at one point? I did not know that.
Maybe David should start paying rent. He spends the night often enough.
How would you know? You're never here yourself.
Oh! That's an argument I've had
Everything's
actually
unique
before
this week.
once.
David should mind his own business.
Because the
I think
Crazy
it's great
X,
David's
here's a
taking
nice...
interest. He's
These
a good
games bring
man.
out so many stories
Maybe he
in
can
me.
help.
Like, these games literally bring out so many stories
Your
from my
boyfriend's an
life.
asshole.
He's been
So
good
here's
for
what
me.
happened. It was like...
Maybe he rubs
back
you
with the
wrong
crazy
way
girl.
because you've been rude.
He's
she
still
would spend the night
breathing.
over here a lot,
That
which is
means I've
totally
been more
fine. I
than
mean, it's
fair.
like, when you're dating, it's totally fine. It's
David's
you're
had some
expecting
hard
it.
times too.
The
you
thing
know,
is,
if he's kind enough to share his
she had a
experience,
far
I
better
expect him to
job
listen.
than
Like
I've
I'd
ever
let
had.
him get within
She was
15
making a
feet of
lot
me.
more money.
takes
Instead
you to
of,
school
you know, using the money in
Very
some
funny.
sort of responsible way, like putting a
You'll
down
be
payment on a
nice.
house when interest
You will
rates
be
were
respectful,
in the
and you
bottom
will
and
say
probably will
thank
never
you.
be there
Are you
again, at least not
serious?
anytime soon.
This is such...
Because I
What,
bought my
Craig?
house when it was,
Such
what,
what?
like 1 or 2% interest rate? I don't remember
Mom's
exactly what it
trying,
was, but it was like
I
the lowest
guess.
it's ever been.
Maybe I
So my
should, too.
mortgage is
But
way
what's the point
less
in
per
getting along
month.
if it
It's
means
like
pretending
half as
everything's
much as
fine
an...
when it's
Well, no, it's
not?
not half as much as an apartment would be. Say what you feel, because it's circle
You
button.
want me to pretend I'm okay with David? That everything's okay?
So, for her,
I'm
instead
not.
of doing something
He's a
responsible
chauvinistic
like
piece
that,
of shit, frankly.
Chloe.
And
she
I
would
could hear you.
go out and
No,
eat
you're right.
all the
I'm
time,
sure
like
Dad and
go
the
out for
mustache
dinner
would
all
get
the
along
time,
great.
or just meals
It's a
and
big bed.
stuff.
There's room enough for all three of you.
Go out to bars and stuff
That's
a
enough.
lot, way more than
All
I've
I'm
ever
asking
been
for is a
comfortable with
little
in the
respect.
last
Why
few
is that
years.
Too much?
And probably the
I love
best
you,
one of
Chloe.
all is that she bought a
miss
new
you.
Corvette
could have
at
replaced
one
her father.
point.
I did the best I could.
Instead
Well,
of buying, you
I
know,
don't
putting
know
a
where
down
I
payment
was.
on a house or something, she goes
You
and
didn't
buys a
lose me.
fucking Corvette,
Right.
which is not a
David's
cheap
waiting.
car.
You'll need the keys. They're in that ashtray you made me. Go be his problem now.
And not long before we broke
Finding
up, I
David
probably
his
made some
keys
kind
is
of comment
the most
about,
humiliating thing Mom could ask me to do.
like, about how bad she was with money in that sense. Yeah, I'm not inaccurate. Like, what sounds more responsible? Seriously.
Any letter from Blackwell is never
Like,
good.
what sounds more responsible? Putting down payment
Is
on a
Mom
house
having
or buying a
trouble
sports
with payments
car?
again?
A 2-seat sports car.
Scholarship doesn't cover everything.
And you want to have a kid someday.
Like I need another reason for Principal Wells to get on
Are you
my
gonna put the
case.
kid in the frickin' Corvette?
We're already supporting one. Thanks. From when Max and I spilled Mom's wine. I think the only reason Mom hasn't recarpeted is so she can stay mad at me. Or
Hey,
it's
Razvin.
because we can't afford nice things.
This could maybe be a bit smaller, but it's a lot more filled up. Eating 5 eggs in a day. Even when I was on carnivore, I didn't eat that many in a day because I only ate 1 meal a day when I was doing carnivore. So it was like 2 or 3 eggs in that 1 meal plus all the other food. So I guess we have to go outside now.
Crap. I forgot David's keys. That's probably
Where are
worth
they?
at least 10 push-ups.
You could have told me where they were, don't you think?
How can bacon smell so good, but I'd still rather stuff these sugar bombs in my mouth?
I would take bacon any day of the week over any type of cereal.
Feeling trapped? Right there with
I
you.
am not a well, I don't, it's not that I hate cereal or anything. It's just the fact that it's like one of the most unhealthy things you can possibly eat. It's so freaking
Little
bad
kid's
for
like,
you.
What the hell just happened?
Ah, there's the keys. I'd rather just have some protein for breakfast, some
Let's
eggs
get
and
these
some
to David
bacon.
so he can drive away.
No point in putting off the inevitable torture of driving to... It's my job to water these plants, but it was Dad's job to remind me, so...
Yeah, love some
Nobody's
good bacon
fault,
and
really.
eggs. Have I seen the Madden 26 trailer? Graphics look insane. Nah, I haven't seen it. I am going to eventually be playing, Oh yeah, Stephanie, I remember her. Because she is in, True Colors. So, almost forgot about that. She is in True Colors. She is a big character in that one. His live was so good. It had a few good things in it. Hey, Cassie. Don't even eat cereal anymore. I mean, I very rarely do. Mortal
What a
Kombat
piece
Classics
of
Collection. And yeah, OG
The car,
RE2
too.
and 3 coming out. Though they probably will not have trophies.
Why do you women always take forever to get ready?
We're
Yeah,
hoping
no
you
wonder
men
she
will
doesn't
leave
like
without
you.
us.
And Chloe's mom should consider the reason
No,
why
Mom. I swear he beat
Chloe
himself
hates
to
her
death with a
boyfriend.
tire iron.
No, she's not. I
Repeatedly.
don't think she's quite gonna feel like doing that.
Electrode insulator's probably cracked. You know what a spark plug does?
Yes.
Eat it every now and
Do you
then.
not hear me? I said I know what it does.
In True Colors,
Go
yep.
grab my socket wrench set from the
And you can
garage.
actually have a relationship with her. You can have a relationship with her or with the hunky
What
mountain
is
man
this?
guy.
Quality time? Ugh. Better just get this...
Why do you feel the need to have a cutscene of me walking into the garage?
What's David doing, leaving stuff in our garage anyway? Does he think he's moving in or something?
Can't wait for Twisted Metal. Oh yeah, we get Twisted Metal. Forgot about those. Gotta see how your next 2 lifeguard training days are gonna be. Hopefully you get the job. I'm sure you will. Did the CPR training on Sunday. It was like 10 hours. I mean, I will always say, though, CPR training is something that I feel like should be required in every school in America. Because it is something that can absolutely save lives. There's no harm in learning it. Really that
50-50
simple.
chance I smash him in the face with this. 60-40.
Hate
Maybe 90-10.
cereal. I mean, yeah, I don't hate it, but it's just not something I'm going to eat most of the time. I'd much rather have bacon
If
and
it's in
eggs.
my garage, it gets my special
Though actually,
treatment.
on Sunday, I went to
What
Waffle House for the
message
first
does
time in
David
like 2 or
really
3
need to
years.
hear?
And I don't know why I haven't been in forever. Box of dicks.
Got it.
Yes. Yes, yes, do it. I like that option better anyway. Home on improvements. Solid. Solid, solid. Alright, what's up next? Alright, number 5 is when we get to the school campus. So, again, we got a couple of minutes probably until that happens. Capcom, they don't do trophies for premium games. Yep. Plan on being CPR certified eventually. Yeah, there's no reason to not have it. Like, I'm not certified anymore. My certification lapsed a couple years ago, but, I mean, I know what to do. I know the basics of it. I know how to do it if it came down to it. So you can only have a lifeguard certificate for a year and then it expires.
That's a sign of
Carbon deposits? No shit.
I mean, CPR, our certifications
could
lasted,
actually
what,
be
like
good at
2
this
years, I think,
if
back
you
in the
lost the
day when I got
attitude.
mine most recently?
My attitude is what makes me special.
For this year, and it's going to
David.
look back for something else, gotcha. Only one you eat every now and then is
All right.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Same for you, Mia. I used to eat Cheerios fairly often, as they're, like, the least terrible for you. But when I was a children, I ate a lot of Frosted Flakes, a lot of Lucky Charms. I did Cinnamon Toast Crunch at some point or another. Oh, I don't like that. I want it to be nice.
How you do anything is how you do
I
everything.
wanted to actually be nice there. He was trying to be nice. Well, that's
Now
the circle
I need a
button.
shower.
That's what the circle button does.
Hey,
Look into
you're
an
taking those
in-person
tools with
CPR
you,
class.
right?
Yeah, you should definitely
Every
do
house
it.
needs
No harm in
a
doing
good
it.
Toolbox.
Oh god, is he gonna look at it?
We've already got one, but thanks.
Oh, YouTube deleted your comment on the trophy update? I don't know if I've seen it yet. I haven't been on YouTube too much today, though. They announced Astrobot. Yep, I saw that.
Roll.
Please don't want to talk. Please don't want to talk.
I want to talk to you about something.
Oh, boy.
We don't have to.
Yeah, I saw that for Astrobot, so
You will
I
respect
don't mind going back to it,
You've enjoyed
but
enough of a
I'm
vacation.
honestly
from
surprised they
having a
haven't just gone ahead
father figure.
and
So there's some things I want to be
announced a
real clear
sequel
about.
or something. I'm assuming that
Respect him.
they'll stop at like
I think
100
it's time I
worlds,
show
so
this
2
asshole
more
I'm not
DLCs
interested in
probably.
anything he has to say. What's clear?
1 year
is
New
fuck
York,
you.
New Jersey's 2 years, and yeah, down here it was 2 years,
Way out of
so
line, young lady.
Language?
yeah, I went to Waffle House for the first time in like 3 years. Oh crap, I wasn't listening!
Shimapel don't give a shit.
My name is Don't Give a Shit.
I don't think I'm smart. I just think you're stupid. Because, obviously.
God, you're being so, like, unnecessarily hostile.
I can crap bigger than you. Got it?
Oh yeah, that's a great insult.
Oh, that's what I smell. A giant load of crap.
You
You set that one up.
breaking her heart.
At least she has
At least
a
she
heart.
has a heart. All you have is...
Oh.
What's it called when you've got 1 porn stash and 0 games?
I was in
God, she is a bitch here.
I don't remember enlisting. So don't treat me like your newest recruit.
If you were a man,
It's
I'd...
cool.
Yeah, the new James
If you were a
Bond
man, I
game
wouldn't go so
actually looks
easy
pretty
on you
interesting.
either.
Is it just me, or did the actor look like a young Tom, like Tom Cruise or
Why
something?
bother trying?
He almost looked kind of familiar.
Mission
There's
accomplished.
online ones now. Yeah, I'm not surprised there are. They probably did that post-COVID. I don't think there's anything wrong with doing it online, except for the fact you don't really get the same practical training, which I guess... Okay, yeah, never mind. Let me rephrase that. It probably does make a lot more sense to do it in person because of that whole, like, practical training part of it.
Country? Music?
Want to know what you're doing? Yeah. Favorite are Fruity Pebbles.
Dad loved this.
I have not had Fruity Pebbles since I was really young. I was never a huge fan of them. I also don't really like
I
fruit.
just called to tell you that I miss you, my old friend.
We've always talked about that. I don't particularly like fruit. Much prefer vegetables and other things.
What a beautiful
to fruit.
day. I know what a spark plug does, jerkwad. I guess Mom left her purse back here?
With all the condoms in it.
I guess Mom
Why do you
left her
have so
purse
many
back here?
condoms in your purse? That's... Is this like a Malcolm in the Middle type of thing, even though they apparently never knew how to use condoms because they've had like 6 fucking children at this point?
Dad, turn it up.
Looked and it's gone again. That's weird. Yep, getting Resident Evil 2 and 3, the OG, fixed camera angle ridiculosities coming back. Which might actually be fun to play, just the fact they don't have trophies. Well, that was unreasonably loud. David just getting roasted pretty much. And yeah, that's what sucks about it, is they probably will not do trophies for it, which really sucks, because I would not be against that, because, I mean, it would be something different. And honestly, I didn't mind Resident Evil 1 when I played through it for the Platinum Trophy back, like, almost 10 years ago.
The hell?
Out of the car, Chloe. You're gonna be late.
Thanks.
Shit. Thanks.
Don't use that sarcastic tone with me, young lady. I can see you rolling your
That's
eyes.
probably the nicest thing she said all day.
I was actually saying
I see everything.
Yeah, that's probably the nicest thing she said so
warn
far today.
Hello, Black Hell.
Top left corner of the campus where there's a building with double doors and posters. That's where we're headed next. Sucks the OG Resident Evil games. Yeah, it does, because I really wouldn't mind getting them with trophies. Oh, I finally got around to finishing off Season 2 of The 100 on Netflix. Finally finished watching that last night.
Chloe.
Oh, hey, Elliot.
Taking some interesting turns, so we'll see what happens with it, because there's still 5 more seasons of it, apparently.
Who's talking shit about me?
You know, haters.
Also, recently
On
we
social media.
rewatched for the first time in years.
wish I could tell
There's 2
everyone
seasons
to
of
just
Zoe
get a
101 on Netflix, but not all the seasons for some
How
reason.
about the Tempest?
Rewatched that, got through it in like a couple of
Blackwell Theater at its
days.
most pretentious.
Yeah, totally.
I don't know
I know
why
it's
they
gonna be
only
lame,
put 2
but
seasons on there. It's the same thing they did with Drake and Josh. There's only like half the episodes on there.
Do you want to go together
I'm
tomorrow?
not sure about iCarly, but Victorious only has like 1 season on there.
I try to make it a rule not to go to school any more than I have to. But sitting in the back row and making
Big Time
fun of
Rush had
drama
every
kids
season, I
might
remember,
not
and then
suck.
stuff like 100 has every season, Avatar has
That's
every season, Korra has every
Totally what I was
season.
thinking.
All right. See you in chem.
Yeah, for sure.
Breaking Bad still has every season, I think, on there.
Gotta track down Steph to pick up my DVD. I've still got time before class.
Anti-drugs. Sci-fi movies. Is there a reference to Warren here?
At least not for now.
Yes, there is a reference to Warren. I called it.
Maybe this play won't
The
suck.
Tempest.
Maybe.
I was not a Shakespeare kind of person. Like, at all. Okay, so this is somewhere over here. We're going for our next graffitiing. Yeah, I was not a fan of the Shakespeare-based units that we had in school. They were annoying. Sometimes it was just overly passionate teachers. It's like, yes, this man wrote random love stories 500 years ago. Whoop-de-damn-do. You can read about 100 of them any day nowadays. And just go buy 100 of them off of eBay these days. It's just either people falling in love or people killing each other, which really isn't that much different from anything else these days, but at least you can actually understand things that are written these days, and it's not in weird old-ass English. Alright, so we got a couple minutes to our next one, of course.
Need my DVD.
That reminds me of another story. Like I
it
said,
up
these
with
games are
Mikey
bringing
somewhere.
out so many random-ass stories from my history that it's honestly kind of hilarious.
This makes being high sound like a bad thing.
Why is a high chance of a fire, like, the second lowest? Shouldn't there be a medium option? Maybe a medium rare option? Like steak should be? Dying Light Platinum should be done this week. Nice. Hopefully I can get through,
What the hell?
Division 2 this week.
What
Is
have
that
you got
Nathan?
here? Twitch. Don't call me that.
That's
True
Nathan.
North. A jock so dumb he makes jocks look bad. Guess Nathan Prescott made the shit list.
Oh, wow. This is some really weird crap, Prescott. It's not yours.
Yeah,
Give it
he
back.
probably would write really
I hate
weird
that
shit
you're
in
on the
there.
team now. You're such a loser.
Guys, no need to fight. You can both be losers.
Oh.
The mute speaks? Whoa, whoa! You earn a spot on the squad, Twitch. You don't have your dad try to buy off the coach.
At least my family pays tuition. How much financial aid does your deadbeat dad need again?
Oh, damn. This is gonna end badly.
Dick move.
This is gonna end
My
real
dad lost
badly.
his job at the shipyard when your dad closed it down. And you want to talk shit to me?
Leave Nathan alone.
You know something, Prescott? I'm gonna do you a favor.
You can't be a part of the team and be into this stupid crap at the same time. You're a piece of shit. I am going to kill you.
You guys, stop! Chloe, do something! Don't just stand there watching.
Step in!
The only way to stop a bully is to be aggressive.
Alright, let's see what happens.
Drew down. Back off, idiot.
What the hell did you just say to me?
Are you gonna hit a girl? Are you gonna be that kind of a dickhole?
Back off? As in, go away? No one's interested in your crap.
You're seriously defending Nathan Prescott?
Congrats. You've actually got me feeling sorry for Arcadia Bay's most spoiled brat. That's how much of an asshole you're being right now.
Oh!
You're such a crazy freak. Mind your own business.
I'm crazy.
You have no idea how crazy I am. Keep pushing and find out.
You want a piece of this?
Are you gonna hit a girl? A piece of your bromance?
You mean your budding bromance with Nathan? Clearly into him.
Okay, the dialogue in this one's actually pretty good so far. It's a little cringy, but it's actually making me laugh, so...
I did. Chloe just owned you.
Shut the fuck up, fresh meat.
You shut the fuck up.
Are you about to punch a freshman girl? Yeah, it's gonna
Guess
look
you
real
got lucky
good.
this time, Prescott. Had 2 girls show up to save you.
Oh yeah, he's a total asshole,
Take your
but that was a
picture
pretty entertaining conversation.
Are you okay?
You think I need help? From you?
Clearly you do.
You're welcome.
Yeah, very clearly you
alright?
do. Who's that
Thanks for sticking
scrawny
up
ass
for him.
security guard?
People think just because of his family.
Everything okay here?
No problem, Skip.
Wait, does he actually have a gun? Wait, hold on just a damn second here. Okay, then. Picnic tables with Mikey. Get DVD from Steph at the picnic tables. That was... I'm trying to remember what I was going to say next. So first off, they got their security guard actually carrying a gun. That surprises me that they would not
Steph
only
and Mikey normally post up
school
somewhere
resource
quiet in the
officers aren't an
courtyard.
unusual thing, but this is in Oregon, which is like the 8th bluest state in the country, so I find that very surprising. Oh hey, it's Victoria.
Ah, Carrie Price.
It's Chloe.
Oh, right. I'm just teasing. People have been taking me so seriously since I won the Beacon's Young Artist Award for my photography.
Oh, Victoria is another
Between
mega
that and the Vortex
bitch.
Club, it's hard to keep people from putting me up on a pedestal or whatever.
It's hard for me to not be a
But
bitch.
you know all about that. What, with Rachel Amber? Am I right?
Wow, the Young Artist Award.
Oh, it's not a big deal or anything.
It's not a
But
big deal,
100
because I'm
people
such a
submitted work, and
bitch.
my photography won.
Congrats, I guess.
So the Beacon's putting me up on the front page of the lifestyle section.
I celebrate my bitchiness
Who
with my
cares?
thing on the front page. I'm so cool.
Wait, what about Rachel Amber?
Rachel
Admittedly,
posted
we
a
didn't
slam
have
selfie of you
anyone
two
like as
having the time of your
obnoxious as some of the
lives.
people in this game
Do tell.
in my school.
It was a pretty normal night for us. A little music, a little dancing. We murdered a guy.
Yeah, my school didn't have a
You
football
are
team, of
so
course, which is
funny.
always great, so...
Seriously, though. I didn't
We
realize
couldn't have
you and
even
Rachel
paid to
were
put me on a
such
football team
BFFs.
because we didn't actually have one. Because we
You're
had
really
one in
not.
like the
So, what's she
1980s
into?
that
You
went
know,
1 in
what's her
27
thing?
over the course
Is it
of 2 or
drugs?
3 seasons,
I'm
so
not
we
judging
never
or
got
anything.
another team.
I figure if she's hanging out with you, she must be into some effed up
True
shit.
story, supposedly. I was told that one
Seriously, I
time
don't
by
know why you're
one
talking to
person
me
I knew,
about
so
Rachel.
it's gotta be true, right?
Oh, everybody loves her. Little Miss
I
Perfect.
almost want to look that up now that there's
So
more internet
you're
and stuff and
jealous
see if
of
there was
Rachel
actually any
Amber.
truth to that.
That's what's happening right now. Gotcha.
Oh, God, I don't have time for this.
And I can get back to my earlier thing I
and
said. I went to a Waffle House for the
being
first time in
you.
like 3 years
Ugh.
on Sunday, and it was great. Absolutely loved it.
Why would Rachel Amber ever hang out with Carrie Price?
It's
Not
Chloe.
the all-star meal, the waffle, the bacon, the scrambled eggs, the hash browns, the toast, the coffee. Absolutely fantastic. I haven't had that in so freaking long, and I never even think about going there. Even though it's like half a mile from my house, maybe 2/3 of a mile. Okay, so now we gotta go find our friends here. Steph and Mikey.
If I had known the celestial
Could have easily been a
adventure was
football
bloody, I
player.
would've totally given him my potion.
If your performance
It was a
is
skill
taller, you'd have
challenge.
played.
Potion
You don't
wouldn't
have
have
to be
worked.
insanely tall to play
Skill
football as long
challenge?
as you're like a big,
It's part of the
muscular
tabletop game we
person.
play.
That's so
You wouldn't
sad.
understand.
The other parkour DLC trophy for completing all 15 parkour challenges. Pain in the ass. Ooh, that's always fun. Who doesn't love
I
a good
used
pain
to
in the
play
ass
with my
type of
friend
trophy?
Max.
Some people think the solution to
It's been a
solving
long
violence
time,
is more
though.
guns.
Cool.
Got my DVD?
One
Yeah,
blade runner,
I am
director's cut
very
coming right up.
surprised that they have an armed SRO on that
$5, right?
campus.
Keep it.
That
I'm just glad
surprises me.
someone here appreciates the classics. You even asked for the director's cut, which took out the shitty voiceover and replaced it
Because
with a
our
sweet
person was
dream
never...
sequence.
Like, we had
Dream
one or
life
two
over
security
real
guards
life.
on our campus back in
That's
high
my
school.
motto.
They
Right
sure as
on.
hell never had a gun, so...
Do you know if Rachel
That
is
was
a
in North
gamer?
Carolina, so...
Rachel Amber?
Sure as hell aren't going to have one in
You're
Oregon.
asking me?
Didn't you two go out last night, or was it just like a friend thing?
We're not friends.
I don't know what you heard, but Rachel and I barely know
Which
each
is
other.
technically true.
Sweet.
Steph has a crush.
Chloe, you should join our game.
Yeah. I don't have 50
5'10", if
hours
you were
right
6'2",
now.
you do it.
Thanks, though.
I mean, you don't
We're at
have
the
to...
end of the
Again, you don't have to be
campaign, so it'll only
insanely
take,
tall to
like,
play
20
football
minutes.
if you're big
What else have you
enough.
got to do before class?
Okay, so we get to skip a
Nah.
very long portion of the
There are
game
enough
here.
monsters
Because
in
there's
real
like a
life.
10-minute long game of Dungeons and
Whoa.
Dragons here.
Hey,
If you
Chloe,
don't select that.
never surrender.
Wow. Mikey North gets it.
Yeah, if you don't hit no, you have to play like a 10-minute game of Dungeons and Dragons, so...
DVD? Check. Next stop?
Maybe for the
chemistry
better.
class. Joy.
Chemistry, where back in high school, we had a teacher. And I have actually told this story before, at least. We had a teacher that looked 100,000% identical to Professor
good.
Snape.
You're here.
I'm not even fucking joking. He looked exactly like Professor Snape. Like Alan Rickman's Professor Snape. It was... They could have
I
been
do beseech
twins.
you,
I'm not joking.
chiefly
They
that I
literally
might
could have
set
been
it in
freaking
my
twins.
prayers. What is your name?
Miranda.
Looked exactly like him, spoke exactly like
my
him,
father, I
but
have broke your
wasn't
hest to say
Good.
so.
the level of asshole
Admired
that Snape
Miranda.
could be at times.
Indeed worth what's dearest in the world. Many a lady I have eyed with best regard, and many a time have listened
And of course, the guy that looks like Snape has to be
Many a
teaching
time,
chemistry, which
the
is like the
harmony of their
closest real world
tongues
thing to potions.
hath I
Hayden,
listened
And he
to.
knew that
Killing me.
everyone
You've
thought
had
that,
weeks to be
or
off
everyone
book.
joked about that.
Sorry,
He
Mr.
was cool with it, though.
No,
he wasn't
don't
like a bad guy
apologize
or
to me.
anything. He was just...
Apologize
he was
to your
very
scene partner
dry,
who's been
very
very
boring a
accommodating.
lot of the
And
times.
to your other fellow actors. And most of all,
I'd like to learn how to play D&D. I
yourself.
feel like it's
Mr.
something I can
Keaton,
enjoy, because
sorry
I
to
don't mind
interrupt,
like
but
coming
does
up with
this look better?
storylines
I
and
had
stuff
my
like
mom take it in a
that.
bit.
Rachel looks awesome. This is getting as
Actually, 20 minutes
surreal
real
as
time. I don't know if
last
it's
night.
20 minutes real time, but I know it takes like a
looking
solid
good,
5 to 10
Very
minutes.
cool.
exquisite Rachel
remember.
as always.
Mr. Keaton,
You
I'm
were
still
awful at
having
chemistry.
trouble with... My
I was good at it in
affections are
high
then
school
most humble.
because
I have no ambition
it was
to see a
relatively
goodlier man.
easy
I mean,
in high school
does she really
compared to what
mean
we
that?
have to do
Especially
in college.
because I just
College,
straight
it
out
was
told her
terrible.
I've been banging all the ladies.
College, I sucked at it, though that was partially
Yeah,
because the
that
teacher
is
was
hard.
awful.
We've talked about that line forever. We need a fresh perspective. The question is, are Miranda's feelings of instant passion for Ferdinand just inexperience in dramatic circumstances, or has she actually just met the love of her life? What do you think?
I don't know.
Sometimes, when you meet someone who's going to change your life, you just know it, I guess.
Shakespeare was always super annoying because...
Also, you've got parents
like,
coming to see the show, right? At 20
it's
bucks a ticket,
literally
it's
just
gotta be
old
true
English
love.
from 500 years ago that you can't
Wow.
understand.
A romantic and a cynic. That actually kind of helps me. Thanks. Thanks, Mr. Keaton.
Later.
See you later, guys.
Oh no. I have first period improv with a class full of freshmen now.
Improv, I feel like, is something that a lot of YouTubers, like, might benefit from.
Okay.
Like, if they took
So,
a class for it or something.
why am I here
I feel
again?
like it can't hurt
could you
because it
grab
gets
my
you
belt for
to
me?
be able to
I
talk to
think
other
it's in my
people, just
bag over
talk
there.
off of each other. I can see there being positives for that.
Yeah. Sure.
It's like how me and Lizard Guy bounce off of each
Okay.
other pretty well when it comes to,
get the
like,
belt.
commentary and stuff.
Don't say any stupid shit and don't, like, fall down. Should be doable, right? Hey now. Sharing is caring.
Oh, we can steal
I have
someone's
feelings
computer.
about this. Most of them are not good feelings.
How did you get on the...
Why do
Who's-
theater kids take themselves so seriously?
Okay. I see names that I remember. Let's search the backpack.
Rachel looks so happy here.
Okay, so that was the correct
There's
backpack.
Rachel's
There's the
belt.
belt. Okay, so
Guess
here's
I'll
where we're
go
going to
give
get
this to
our
Rachel
next collectible. Head into the dressing room and straight in front of you from the entrance is a poster from The Tempest. Okay? Oh, I see it. Perfect. This one right here. Alright, that's number 6. Horns on Nathan, why not? Next one is until we get to a section called Train.
Just keeping it real.
Alright, so far, yep, 6 out of 10 trophies so far. Looking good. Looking good.
I'm gonna guess it's from Logan.
Okay, so someone clearly doesn't know how to write one of those notes.
Rachel? Is this your belt?
Yes. Thank you.
Oh, is she naked? Like, Chloe, I'm pretty sure, would just bring it to her normally here?
Here you go.
Ow! I didn't say it.
Are they not going to fall in love after this?
Sorry.
That's kind of sad if they don't. Because that completely destroys the part of the storyline, the backstory for the second game. Or for the original game, excuse me.
Chloe Price.
Rachel Amber?
Last night was amazing.
Getting attacked was amazing.
You call getting attacked by goons amazing? I've gotta hang out with you more.
Deal. To tell the truth, I went to bed last night wishing it never had to end. But then I thought, why? Why does it have to end?
Maybe it doesn't.
Maybe it doesn't have to end.
Exactly. How would you like to join me on a little field trip?
Has Rachel Amber
Ditch
gone
class.
rogue?
You mean it?
Is that weird?
No, it's awesome.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Alright then. Where is we headed to next? The Presumably the junkyard, because it mentions train in this next trophy, so presumably that's where we're headed. And I'm correct.
You sure you don't want to just grab the bus, or...?
Nope. If we're gonna go rogue, we're doing it right.
Alright then.
Well?
What the hell am I getting into here?
Alright, we're gonna become hobos. Anyone remember that episode of Hey Arnold? Where it's like,
Where does this thing go?
where Harold and Sid and Stinky think they blow up a building
Maybe we'll
with their
end up in
fireworks. So they decide to go try to get on a train and become hobos.
Pull up a chair,
Almost every
Price.
episode of that show was great.
The view's amazing.
Why weren't you in chem? 'Cause I skipped school, like always, apparently.
Rachel wants me to pull up a chair. Maybe one of these
Okay,
crates.
so first we gotta move this crate.
Thing's heavier than it looks.
Okay, so before we sit down, we are
Guess I should
going
sit
to
down.
head back here, and there's
I
graffiti
see
back here.
humans, but no humanity. Everybody is somebody, but no one wants to be themselves. Some preachy graffiti up in this train.
Let's ride over it. Mostly because it's a trophy.
Everybody lies. I like that.
Okay, there's nothing else while we're on the train, so we can play normally here. Well, circle only. Type of normally.
Alright, Chloe. You're on a freaking train with Rachel freaking Amber. Play it cool. Is this nervousness? Is that what this feeling is? Wish Max were here, so I could ask.
I don't know, because...
Should I make small talk?
I don't know what
that
the
what
answer
people do?
is. Whatever the circle button is the only answer at this point.
So, what is wrong with you?
What?
You're acting nervous. So, it's kind of weird that we're hanging out.
Is it?
You mean because I don't hang out with anyone and I don't have any friends?
You have friends.
Well, I used to. Friend. Singular. Her name was Max, but she left for greener, more northern pastures.
That sucks.
Remain silent. We play like Truth or Dare, don't we?
I bet you're wondering what we're doing.
The thought occurred, yeah.
Well, I wanted some company.
That's it?
Okay.
That's it.
Good to fucking go. Anything beats another second in Blackwell.
You really hate it there, don't you?
You don't? Right. What reason would Rachel Amber have for hating Blackwell Academy? Your high school royalty.
You don't know me. Yet. Let's do something fun.
Okay.
V-card's
Let's
been
flirt.
punched, Rachel. I'm sorry.
That escalated quickly.
Well, I don't know.
Damn, that escalated quickly.
Okay, something fun. I'm all ears.
2 truths and a lie.
Okay, I was close. 2 truths and a lie.
I think we should play 2 truths and
I
a
was
lie.
close.
It's a game where each person offers up 3 facts about themselves, 2 of which are the truth, and 1 of which is...
I know
a
what the
lie.
game is.
Right. And then the other person has to guess which is which.
I want to have some
No
fun
way.
here. Let's play your stupid
Scared you'll
game.
lose?
Yes,
I'm
because I'm
just
probably
not
not going to be good
Good
at it.
with people.
I feel
or
like she's going to end
things.
up like
It'll
them
be
not
fun.
liking each other by the
Trust
end of
me.
this.
I'll start. First, I'm ambidextrous.
I can see that.
Second, I was born in New York, the land of fashion and Broadway, to which I will one day return when my heinous exile here in
You've
Arcadia
got no
Bay comes
New
to an
Yorker
end.
accent. That's
New
the
York?
lie.
I've never
You got
been.
no New Yorker accent.
Not a world
I don't know
traveler?
what the hell that accent just
Not
turned
yet, at
into. It
least.
sure as hell wasn't New York.
If you could travel anywhere, where would you go? Russia, Greece?
Japan! We're going there this year. And then Italy.
Kathmandu.
One day, I'm going to climb Everest.
Don't like
I
half the
thought
people that
moving away
climb
from
Everest
Arcadia Bay
die
was
on the way up
ambitious.
or give up on the way up.
What's your third thing?
My third thing?
2 truths and a lie? You say 3 things?
Right. I'm a Leo. Meow.
Oh,
Okay.
well that
So,
was...
ambidextrous. Born in New York.
That
and
one
a Leo.
was a little...
Gotcha.
So, which is the lie?
That was a little bit instant at the end. In all seriousness, though, I think it might be the New York one, because she doesn't have the New Yorker accent.
You seem more like a Cali girl to me.
Damn, Price. Not bad.
Called it!
Long Beach, in fact.
Yep, she
West
does
Coast
not
is the
have
West Coast.
the
I've
Northern
only
New
ever lived in
Yorker
Oregon,
accent.
Nothing to compare it to, I guess.
Circle always
Then
ruins
we'll
the
have to
fun,
change
pretty
that one
much.
day, won't we?
Wonder if Amber Alert exists in this game.
Okay, your turn, Price.
First fact.
Probably not.
Something
Can't
about
talk
myself.
properly. She didn't ask for
Should I start things
cold
off with a
coffee.
lie or with the truth?
Had a few people I went to college with that could
Or should
speak
I
in that kind of
cheat?
accent.
Let's see how good she really is at this game.
Rich from Review Tech USA got a tattoo of TSP's face on his arm. Why would you do that? That seems like such a dumb thing. I wanted to be a pirate as
I
a
used
kid.
to want to be a pirate when I grow up. I kind of still do.
That's fairly reasonable. The way a New York accent is, you need to tighten up your jaw and let your lips do all the work. Based on the May 1st incident. Another truth.
I used to love
Ah, that's
country
too
music when I
easy.
was a kid.
That's way too easy. She's
Now
gonna
it
know
makes me
that's...
wanna throw up.
Wait, no, that seems like it would be a lie.
That's...
It actually seems like it would be a
Weird.
lie. I can't speak the accent. So we gotta give her a lie now, so... or else we fail.
I once broke my hand punching Stephanie Kowalski in 5th grade.
No way.
Bitch
I
took
mean,
my
I could
U-haul.
totally see
Knocked
that
her
one
the
being
fuck out.
true.
I see you like to write notes to yourself.
Helps me stay focused.
I could see that one being
Also,
true.
sweet scar.
Alrighty, gonna guess?
You're hella mysterious.
Oh, great. Yep, there's some of that
Uh,
bad dialogue.
Who says that?
No
It's a
normal
Cali
person
thing.
says that.
Anyway,
I don't even think that's a California
I think
thing.
I have your number. I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
Sure why country music makes you throw up.
I'm a complex girl, Rachel.
I think it's probably true. Also, I kinda like the Dixie Chicks.
Man, that
You
dates
and
this
David
because they're
both
not called that
are accounting for
anymore.
taste.
Who's
They're just called the
David?
Chicks now.
He's, the guy my mom's seeing, I guess.
Oh. And you don't like
Yes,
it.
please. Play a video game, right? Of course not.
It's
Lame.
still so
Someone wouldn't believe you if you said you're from New
weird
York.
that she's dating
Yeah,
someone.
because I don't remember you having
My
any
dad
sort of a
and my
New York
mom,
accent when we were playing
they
Call
were
of Duty
totally
that
in love.
couple of nights.
You can tell how fucked up she is now just by how she's settling for David. He's this total
These
hard-ass
people went viral again for all the wrong
jag-off
reasons.
type.
Terrible
the
Elden Ring
opposite
online
of
game
my
on
dad.
X. Oh god,
Oh,
that's probably interesting.
That sucks.
Yeah, man, I've heard your voice,
Yeah.
so it
David
didn't
has no
sound like
respect.
it's
He
not what I
acts
would
like
think
I'm
of
some
as
kind
New
of problem
Yorker.
to solve. Sometimes I am a problem, though.
Like the Chicks too.
That's a load of bullshit.
They're not really my favorite in the country world.
I'm sorry I said anything.
And I heavily listen to country, but for the most
sounds
part
like
right
your
now I'm
only
listening to like the
problem is
Castellos and Megan
You need to hit 'em where
Maroney.
it hurts.
I mean, you can argue
The
that
only
Megan
thing that
Maroney
David
isn't
loves has 4
the
wheels and a
same type of
4-barrel
country. It's more of a
carburetor.
almost a
Oh,
pop country,
God.
but then
A
Castellos
muscle
actually
car?
are like
I'm probably going to
legitimate
steal it
country
soon,
again, as
so-
like a legitimate
Let
group
me
of
know if
country
you need an
singers.
accomplice.
More instrumental
Of course you wanted
focused.
to be a pirate. Sail the open seas,
Buckle swash.
plunder secret treasure. So, pirate. Obviously true.
Maybe you'd like to be my first mate.
Aww.
Are you accepting applications?
Considering it.
Now, about this broken hand story. It's not that I don't think you could knock Stephanie Kowalski out. A bitch takes your yoo-hoo, she's gotta get got.
Damn straight.
But you didn't get that scar from punching someone.
Damn, how would you...
No.
I mean, how would she
That
possibly
scar
figure that
is
out?
from a distal radius fracture.
How could you possibly
How could you
know
possibly
that?
know that?
I broke my wrist when I was 10.
Ah,
The point is, I know that the scar you've got comes with breaking your wrist when you fall. Like, from a skateboard?
yeah.
I guess 6 years ago?
7.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
shit.
some,
I always
like,
thought I was a good liar.
ESP bullshit right here.
Good thing you're pretty.
You ain't gonna figure that out that easily. It's not really that simple.
So, if my math is correct, you told me 2 truths and 1 lie.
Yeah.
What? You expected me to cheat?
Winners make their own rules, Chloe.
You are
Okay,
crazy
fair
good
enough.
at this game.
A tiny bit of Hispanic accent, but mostly sound white or something.
Condition.
I don't have any sort of Asian accent or Japanese accent, if that's
No,
even a thing
I
that
mean,
really
you're
exists.
really good at this game.
More of a rock and metal person, but
kinda
also enjoy
creepy.
country. Solid.
I have a hard time imagining what creeps Chloe Price out.
Hey,
When your dad is
in
the district
true.
attorney, I
Also,
guess
to this type of
lying
content,
is
looking for platinum recommendations,
something you're
got
used to.
one. Many
Seriously?
games out there.
Seriously.
I know who to call if I need to get out of a
Original
ticket
Life
web.
is Strange is a good
Not
one.
that I have a right of my own. Car first.
Ghost of
Embarrassing number
Tsushima,
of
Ratchet
moving
and Clank Rift
violations,
Apart, even
second.
though I still haven't played that one.
Hey,
There's
thanks for
many
trusting
good
me.
games out there.
Trusting
Voice
you?
changes a
You
lot.
played the
Oh, okay,
game.
gotcha.
And not everyone would admit to
Oh
wanting to be a
yeah,
pirate.
you're right about that. The Manuel Samuel
But eye
thing.
patches are so
That was
cool.
so random.
And
Like,
rum
not
is
only the
delicious.
fact the PS5 version doesn't
Also,
necessarily surprise
you
me,
told me about that dickwad David. Now he's on my
but
shit list
the
too.
adding a random
Hell yeah.
DLC to it
Mustache
for the
brain won't know
PS4
what hit
version
I guess.
was
He
out of
opened up a
nowhere.
lot. That's all.
Goes to a New York accent,
It's
then
not
an
a big deal.
Australian,
Hate to
then a
break it to you,
British,
But
then a
Chloe
Southern,
Price is not exactly
and
renowned
an
throughout the
Italian
GTA
accent.
as a bastion of trust and empathy.
Trust is hard.
Trust doesn't exactly come easy to me. Maybe if you'd had my life, you'd understand.
No, I get that.
On the other hand, I got on this train with you, didn't I?
Fair point.
Alright, thank you for being here, then, True. Speaking of
Wouldn't
Italian,
mind
you need to
listening
go
to
back to
some
learning it
music.
on Duolingo. I'm still learning Japanese, and then, I'll do French after that. Ah. Seriously, you're doing it alone? Yeah, Circle is not being super nice here. Only speak 2 languages at the moment, 3 if you count Hindi. Yeah, for me, it's English is my only major one. I'm learning some Japanese. I know a little bit of French from the old days. God, so far we're just, like, not being that close with her.
Cool bracelet.
I've had it, I
You
guess.
know, English and
since I was a
Spanish,
kid in
English and
Long
Urdu. You guys know
Reminds
some
me that
pretty unique
there's more to
languages.
experience out there than
Or
just
just
arcade. Maybe sooner than later.
What?
Me too. Arcadia Bay can suck a bag of dicks.
Sometimes I feel
Okay,
like
sorry
I've
about
got
that.
reasons.
OBS just disconnected for like 3
Don't
seconds.
be surprised, Chloe.
I have no idea why. It
If
just
one
randomly
day-
disconnected for 3 seconds.
I'm just out of here.
That was weird.
Let me know if you need an accomplice.
Check it out. We're here.
Given that I had
Where
another
is here?
Spectrum internet
Jump and
issue
find out.
yesterday,
Did you say jump?
like super late
Jump?
last night,
No way.
Scared? That's not the Chloe Price I know.
it's not the
Trust
Chloe
me,
Price I
this
want to
is the only
be.
Chloe Price there. Ha!
And yeah, it cut out again yesterday, like right before I went to bed. It didn't go out for long last night. I was out for like 15 minutes, but it happened again. I don't know what Spectrum is doing around here that keeps screwing the thing up. Because that's now like the third time in the last month where it's had some kind of issue like that. So I do not get that in the slightest. Because that should not be happening like that. Not for the, whatever it is, 80 bucks a month I pay them. Because I don't have a cable service. I only have Spectrum for internet, and I can go on DirecTV and stuff, but I bum that off my parents for streaming. Only speak English, so I've been learning Spanish recently. That's still solid, though. Getting to learn new stuff. Want to learn to speak a language in every country you go to so you can flirt with the chicks. Sounds like a good choice. Oh, God, that reminds me. On Duolingo, in my Japanese lessons,
It's actually a pretty nice view. Glad you approve.
I
And
learned
as your reward for making it up,
I have a new game for us to play.
how to say,
Another one.
or how
I
a
like
Japanese
games.
girl could
See with
say,
it.
"Is it
This is what I
big?"
learned in theater class. It's all about improvisation.
Games,
So
acting,
far, what I've learned
lying.
about you is that you're into acting, lying, and playing games.
What's your point?
That you're
Nothing
either
wrong
full
with
of
that.
imagination or full of shit.
Yeah, it's
Hmm.
Uki
Let me
desuka.
know when you figure out which one.
Is
This
it
game
big?
involves spying on people from afar. Luckily, we got some.
That means either
high-tech
is it
surveillance
big
equipment
or
right here.
it's big, said in a
Let's fire
questioning
it up.
way. So that's what I'm gonna want to hear in Japan. That's the one comment I definitely want to hear at some point when I'm in Japan.
That blows.
Well, shit.
And you definitely don't want to hear chisai because that means small.
That was my last quarter. You?
Quarterless.
Damn.
Hey, maybe I can
There's
MacGyver
just a little bit of
something
Spanish
up.
and very little Japanese.
I've been
I do want to
told I'm
learn
pretty
Spanish
handy.
at some point
Oh,
because that is
yeah?
actually something that could
Let's
benefit
see what you
me,
got.
especially in the healthcare field. That could definitely be beneficial. We're gonna speak Armenian. Okay. I have
Rachel
no
really
knowledge about how to
wants to
speak
use-
that. Sorry about Drew. Who is Mikey? Oh, okay. Damn, that was
This
rude.
viewfinder. I'd love to get
Okay,
it working
first,
for her.
we have a statue we can mess up. Like certain things said in one language don't mean the same in another. Oh yeah, I mean that's technically true, but like ukidesu or ukidesuka. Something I want to hear 5 months from now when we're down there or over there, not down there because that's not
Stop
below us.
sexting the interns.
Stop sexting the intern. Sounds like a good option. Okay, so next one is when we get to the junkyard, and that's the next to last one.
Looks like this one might actually be working. This whole day is out of order.
So we need
Been in
to
the best
break
spots.
into
Damn,
this.
That's an old tree. Wait, does this sign say butt rock? Huh. Looks like I might be able to pry it open with the right
Ah, so
tool.
we need a tool. This big would be Eastes Grobe? I know nothing of the German language, and that's not a language that I really have any intention of learning, because, like, The next country I would want to go to after Japan is
Blackwell guy
Italy,
sure liked
so...
founding stuff that
Germany,
was
though's
already
up there. Germany actually is kind of up there,
Founders
so...
keepers, I guess.
Certainly wouldn't be against it.
Yuck. Cliche much, AW and BW?
Germany would be cool. The UK, just because they at least speak
If
English.
Max were here, she'd probably take a black and white photograph and call it Innocence Lost.
Squirrels. It's pronounced gross.
Get out of here,
Oh,
woodland
okay.
creatures.
Or
Have
gross,
some self-respect.
Okay, so that did something.
I wonder if I could use this to get the quarter out.
Possibly. Now, can we pry it off? Apparently not. Wonder if
Bye,
again is used as an
fools.
S. Wait, so we're just switching between the squirrels and the birds? In which case, it definitely makes sense that we
Get
need
out
the
of here,
birds to be
woodland
there
creatures.
because that's
Have some self-respect.
not the default. Oh no, the way it gave me that camera angle made me think that something we should interact with around there, but maybe not. Alright, what's going on over here? We got a whole other area.
Wait, is that the same AW as
Noticed it a lot when
before?
doing the German version of the
Not
game.
afraid of commitment, I see.
I've been saying sorry all morning. I admit it was really dumb to lock the keys in the car. You've been on me for 3 hours.
Sounds like someone made a little mistake.
Hey, spare some change?
Sorry. We might have some leftover food when we're done.
What? No, I'm not. What kind of food?
This place has really gone downhill.
Shh. She's right there.
Damn.
My hierarchy of needs goes pot, then beer, then wine. Still, wino has a classy ring to it. Yep, it's official.
Not much of a wine
I'm learning
person,
way more
like,
ditching school
ever.
than I ever do in class. Whoa, that's badass.
Already the amount of times you had to hear the same thing, especially doing it the second time. Oh, for sure. Yeah, I can't believe you would want to put yourself
Wonder
through
if I
it
can get
twice,
that
but if you can do
quarter
it
out of the
once.
viewfinder.
If you can do it once, you can technically do it again. Bird's nest.
There's got to be something freeing
Hey,
about
Gene.
being able to build your home wherever you are.
Yeah,
and
there's
whatever is around
squirrels
you.
in it. They don't... It's not important. Just a random encounter with random characters. Okay, so we gotta find some way to get this off of here.
This trash can is in pretty high demand.
So we can switch them around, which presumably has something to do with this, but... Oh, we can sit on the bench? What happens if we do that?
Shit.
Relaxation. History board, not important.
The lonely oak looks lonely. Guess even trees have outcasts.
Yep. The side,
White
can we do
Mueller
anything with
really
that?
killed it with this statue of an explorer guy.
Nope.
Where are all my explorer ladies at, though? Probably at home, washing laundry. This Blackwell guy sure liked founding stuff that was already there. Founders keepers, I guess.
That is a fairly true statement, but who found it before they did? Were they the first
That
people to find
viewfinder
it or
looked
what?
pretty weak sauce. I wonder if I could use this to get the quarter out.
Already halfway through the year. How many more platinums do I think I'll get? Honestly, I don't know, because now... I mean, I only do shovelware during the yearly dumpster dive, but we're actually getting close to when I'm going to do the dumpster dive, possibly even this weekend, so... We might get to 900 by the end of the year, because we're in the 870s right now, and dumpster dive will get me like 10 platinums probably in one night, so... I don't actually know how many I'll get to by the end of the year. We will have to see. I should easily be able to get 10 in that night.
What's worse than groveling for change? Groveling for change and failing. My hierarchy of needs goes pot, then beer, then wine. Still, yep, it's official. I'm learning way more ditching school than I ever do. Whoa, that's badass.
Okay, so none of that does anything. Interacted with that already.
Is that the same AW as before? Not afraid of commitment, I see.
Close to Plat 900, any early idea? Maybe Shadow of the Colossus on PS3. Finally go back and clean it up, or the Outer Worlds. Even though Outer Worlds isn't really a challenging platinum. Well, we're getting Outer Worlds 2, apparently, very soon. Or at least we're getting more information on it.
Take a black and white photograph and call it Innocence Lost, or some shit. This trash can is in pretty high demand.
Ah, you fools.
Okay, so that brings the squirrels back out, so I've got an idea. Does that mean the birds go back to that
I
nest?
guess nature doesn't quite provide.
I'm assuming that means the birds maybe go to their nest over here.
There's got to be something freeing about being able to build your home wherever you are.
Okay, no, they do not.
Whatever is around you.
If anyone knows what I'm missing, feel free to tell me in the comments, because I feel like I'm just missing something probably pretty obvious here. Okay, so yeah, there's nothing
Wonder
else
if I
around
can
here.
get that quarter out of the viewfinder.
Maybe we speak to Rachel and see what she says.
I'm thinking about prying open that viewfinder. Got a knife on you?
A knife?
Yeah. My mom took mine.
I wonder why.
No. How about a nail file?
I guess you could stab someone with a nail file.
I mean, you probably could if you stabbed him in the right place.
Oh, right. Sure, let's try it.
Heard some fucked up shit from Nathan about you. Who do you think you are? Well, clearly he does, because he couldn't do anything. God, that's so mean. Girls can be mean in school. Your last plat was May 29th, Lego Avengers PS4. Gotcha. Haven't gotten a platinum in 2 months now. I haven't gotten one since a few days ago, at least, when I got the other
Stealing
version
a
of
dedication plate takes persistence.
Who is Wells? Is that just supposed to be then a reference to something? The Blade Runner or something with the way that's written? There's nothing else until we get to the junkyard, so...
First got power, activate.
Surprised there's only 1/4 in there. I think there'd be a few more lost in there.
I win. That was enough of a game for me.
Your MacGyver skills are second to none. Except, probably,
Don't know when you'll have Black Ops 6 done. And I mean, I don't blame you. It's a boring one at times, but most major Platinum's COD Ghosts on the PS3. I would say Black Ops 6
Rachel
is
smells like
a more, like,
Jasmine?
major
Is she
one than
smelling me
that.
right now, too? Really should have showered this morning.
Alright, here's the game. You find some people for us to spy on, and then you and I will act out what they're saying and thinking.
That's it? I do that in my head during, like, every class.
See?
That's
You're
random.
natural. Let's give it a try.
Hey, what do you say we barbecue some squirrels when we're done here?
God, you just have the best ideas.
Okay, then.
What's going on with these two?
Child sacrifice. Okay, I honestly would rather hit that one, but we're gonna go with hunting.
You're going to have to learn how to skin
'Cause
your
it's
own
circle.
food like a man.
But I don't know how to skin a bald eagle, Dad.
You don't? What the hell are they teaching you in school?
Wow, that was dark.
Child sacrifice
dark.
would have been darker.
Perfect dark.
Even though he did Modern Warfare 2 PS3 after that. The only one he did in the past before. I mean, a lot of the COD games definitely are major platinums, but I would say
Loving
that just
this
that
guy.
other one is
What's he thinking right now?
more of one Black Ops 6 is compared to Ghosts.
I hope bees don't mistake my shorts for begonia.
I've been pollinated twice this week already.
Okay, that's concerning to think what that could mean. Okay, I thought we had to look at the woman right here. And not until later?
Sweet beanie.
What do you suppose she's thinking?
Sure, the view's great, but I prefer to look at pictures of nature on a computer.
Okay then.
The grass around here is so not green enough.
I cannot wait for the machines to take over. This is fun. Who's next? Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to hog the viewfinder. Ooh, jackpot. Commence makeout session in
Rachel doesn't
3,
seem as comfortable in
2,
that one.
1. Nailed it. Damn, they are really going at it. Wait, you're a prostitute? But I'm a prostitute. Now who gets paid? Rachel?
Yeah, I'm
Hey.
just affected a little differently on that one.
You all right?
What are we doing?
Excuse me?
Last I checked, you're supposed to be Chloe
Most recently
Price.
major then would
Yet
be
we've been ditching
Black Ops
now
Cold
for
War.
hours, and we haven't even gotten wasted.
And that was a good one.
That's got to be against some school ditching rule.
I don't know. I might still be hungover from last night.
Wrong answer. You don't ask a girl out and then not buy her a drink.
Dang. Okay then. Now we go to the junkyard.
They have a bottle of wine. Let's steal it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Or we could go try to find a liquor store instead.
No. You shouldn't bring alcohol to a public park if you're not willing to share it with everybody, right? And fuck it. I just want to take something that's not mine. All right?
All right
I'm
then.
going in. Try to keep up.
Can we help you? Oh my god.
Okay.
Holy shit. Talk about committing to a performance. Better act fast.
Oh, thank God. Please, this girl is in trouble. Go get help.
Well, I guess that wasn't the right option.
I need to get these two to focus on Rachel so I can swipe the wine.
What are you waiting for? Go!
I already called 911. They should have an ambulance here any moment. In
And
the
they did
meantime,
off
they
Arcade
said to
3 and the
keep
trauma
close
bag
watch
giving
on her.
people
Like,
trouble. Very
turn
true.
all the way around and
Are we
really
drunk? We're about to
focus.
get drunk.
Watch out. I'm going to check her pulse. That's on her neck, right?
Not the only place to
I
check
still think you
it.
should go get help. There's a ranger station on the other side of the park.
Good point. We'll keep watch while you go.
Look at all the time we've wasted already. This woman needs mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Stat.
I mean, that would be the most helpful thing.
Yep. Definitely needs mouth-to-mouth.
Okay. Okay. You can do this. I can't do it.
Pathetic.
Look, he's clearly useless. This woman needs help from someone who actually knows what they're doing.
Unlock your potential!
Look at me. Do you want to be locked out of the car of life forever? Or are you ready to break in there and seize the keys to your potential?
Oh my God. You're right.
Hey, wow. I'm all better now. You saved my
Okay
life.
then.
From the bottom of my heart. Thank you.
Yeah. Good work, everyone. Peace out.
Yeah, no one questions any part of
That
that.
was incredible. You're a hero.
Well, we saved their relationship, I
am.
guess, even if we stole their wine. I guess we saved their relationship. Somehow.
Here. You are
Yeah, I guess
nice.
we saved their relationship somehow.
No, thanks. You're the one who really worked for it.
Suit yourself.
You're like 17. You're gonna drink that whole damn thing here?
I am excessively sober right now.
Right. Okay. Guess we're leaving now.
Black Ops 7 Dead Ops Arcade 4 is gonna be much worse. Oh yeah, we will see what happens. I'm sure it'll be a mess. You know, you'd think they'd realize the trend that every other developer's gone down, where they realize that, hey, easy platinum means more sales. So many of the other major ones do it. Alright, now we head off to the junkyard. And random walking sequence. Seeing people under 21 drinking alcohol seems super cringy. Everyone I knew did
Whoa.
back in high school.
Hey, check this out.
What?
Parties at least. It's crazy. Leaks for Modern Warfare 4 coming out in 2026 release today.
Great. It's a pile of trash.
So that's official now
Yeah,
then.
an awesome pile of trash.
Please tell me
Let's
it's not going to be a
explore.
straight continuation of the
have fun,
crap we
Chloe.
got in 2023.
I'm gonna go sit down.
It was terrible.
Rachel's been acting kind of standoffish ever since we left the park. What's her deal?
First time you drink was at 17. My first time was at 18. Campaign's supposedly gonna mostly take place in the Koreas?
Chloe?
Huh.
I'd really like some space right now.
That'll be interesting then. Don't ever see yourself doing it. It's probably around 17.
Okay.
Double exposures on sale? Oh, okay. I might have to look into that then.
No. I
People
thought
calling
we were
you weird
having
for
a
not.
great
There's
day
nothing wrong
together.
with not.
Why are you acting like this all of a sudden?
I'm not acting
Yeah,
like
nothing wrong with
anything.
not.
I just want to be left alone right now.
Ultimate Edition's $47. That's not terrible. There's a bottle of Red Apple Ale, and that was it for you.
I don't
My first time ever
understand. You
drinking
can't
was just
turn
a
on me
beer.
for no
Some
reason.
random beer. I don't even know
I'm
what brand it
sorry,
was.
Turn on you? I guess I forgot. It's always about how you feel, isn't it? Sad Chloe's fucking sad
It'll
again.
take place after the events of Modern
Maybe
Warfare
you should try
3.
giving a shit about other people for once. Are you serious right now? Fuck!
And it would be in the Korea, so I guess we're just like looking over a reunification
I
effort
still
or
have
something
no
like
idea
that. I
what's
don't
going
know.
on with Rachel, but apparently she gets smashed.
Either way,
when she's
that's... I mean, that would be unique, because
I
we
can
haven't
work with
really
that.
been there in the games, except for the intro mission to Advanced Warfare.
Angry. Score.
Like, if they were going to go set one in the Korean War, that would be maybe a little bit different. Because that would be a little bit more unique to set one of the games in the Korean War, because it would be some World War II weapons, some weapons afterward,
Hey, check it out.
some slightly more advanced technologies. The first time there were really
I don't always
helicopters.
drink beer, but when I do, I prefer drinking it next to an old toilet.
Oh, okay.
Home run!
That was pathetic.
Can I
You didn't
see-
even break it.
Sure. I asked you to leave me alone.
Normal
you
version's $30.
kidding me?
Oh, okay.
I know
Great, hate
you're
the
the
smell of it,
school
no reason
princess
for you
and
to try it. I
all,
don't blame
with
you
the
then.
DA daddy and the perfect grades and all the perfect little Victoria chases kissing your perfect ass. But seriously, fuck you.
Damn.
Great. I'm leaving. See you around, Chloe. You can't leave! Watch me. Rachel, wait! Don't go.
Okay, then.
Why not? Because I don't want to ruin this the way I ruin everything else in my life.
Just got deep.
And what is this exactly?
Something more! Finally the circle button comes through!
Fuck. Are you actually going to make me say it? Say what?
The circle
You
button
know,
finally comes
like-
through.
A friendship. But more. Ah. I know. Weird, right? It's just today was the best day I've had since my dad died. And when I almost ruined it just now, the way I ruin everything, it made me realize whatever's going on between us is
Wish we had several
special.
people throw alcohol bottles in your garden. Oh, dang, that sucks.
Come on. Say something.
I don't have that around here, at least.
Chloe,
We'll get cigarette butts around here
I-
sometimes, but that's about
you know
it.
what? Forget it. This was really stupid. I mean, you're Rachel Amber, and I'm Chloe Price. It's not that. It's just hard right now. And I can't talk about it. Why not? Because I can't. I know it isn't fair, but it's how it is. Goodbye, Chloe.
Mm. Well, that was unfortunate. And now it's Rage Room time.
Fuck this place.
Okay, so go over to the sign. Pressing the buttons to bring it down. Do the same thing with the paint that's in front of it. Well, it's saying Chloe over and over again seriously is not going to work. Alright, let's break the sign. Smash it! Saying people throw cigarette butts in your yard when they drive by. Ours just sometimes drop from, like, the people that do the maintenance or the yard work around here. Sometimes they'll do it. And now we get a graffiti, so that is number 9. One more to go in the first episode. Which is in a dream sequence. So it looks like we got a moment until that happens.
If you
Well,
want
we can
to
just
rip
hit
a
circle
family
here.
apart from the inside, it's important to bring the proper tools. Fuck you, David.
What else can we break?
Ugh!
Pretty much everything.
You know she's fake. You can't take your eyes off her. Who else do I know who fits that description?
Dang.
Fuck off, Rachel.
Hey, camera.
I've never understood your hard-on for cameras, Max. You took a million pictures of us, and not one of them showed that you were gonna leave when I needed you most.
Emotionless used to work
Fuck
out.
cameras.
Uh-oh. Oh, is that actually her truck? Not too upset by it since they'll fly away at some point or some animal will just bury it. Well, part of the problem for me is, like, if you, if there's still, like, litter or something, you could start a fire if it happens. I just don't like when people throw trash in my yard for no good reason. There's no reason for it. Unless you're just lazy. You're gonna throw your trash on the road. Could you just not do it in people's yards? Yeah, like, if you're gonna litter, just don't do it on people's actual property. Oh, that's tragic. But if we're at the end of the first episode, we're going to be able to make some progress on episode 2 tonight then, if this is the end of episode 1. Because we're actually only 2 hours in. Alright, so for this graffiti, we have to do a specific sequence. But it's the last one of the episode. You got stray cats, your neighbor's dog walk by. Oh yeah, they could definitely eat one and pick it up. We have some pets in the area. I don't think there are any on my particular set of 5 little houses here, but there are some on the other side of the street, so certainly could be a problem. How long is this game? The trophy guide says 8 hours for the platinum. I feel like you might be able to speed run it a little faster than that, maybe like 7 to 7.5 hours. Because it's only 3 episodes, and all you have to do is just take all the optional graffitis in each of them, and of course finish them. So I think if you speed run it, probably like 7-ish hours, maybe 7.5 if you really speed run it.
Why are you crying, sweetheart?
I don't remember how long the second or third episodes are, though. They might be longer than this first one, because I think we're right at the end of the first episode.
I'm not.
And there's a bonus chapter, but there's no trophies related to it. Okay, so look at the poster.
Prologue and shit.
Then press
Kiddo,
X on it.
Look on the bright side, would ya?
What bright side?
You made a new friend today.
Alright, so we try to move the poster now. And then graffiti.
Hey, where's my marker?
Look at the wine ball that's next to you to identify the marker.
Oh.
Sticking out of it
There
for
it
some
is.
reason. Okay, then.
Gotta say, that was some
Smoke a
fight.
cigar once you hit 21, but that's literally all
A
you'll do.
lover's quarrel,
No
you might
vapes
say?
again. Sounds good.
She nearly
Not
took
touching
your
any of the
head
bad
off.
stuff. I mean, like, Lizard Guile and, like, some of the guys I know, they'll do a cigar on rare occasions, but certainly not a common thing.
What do you
And I've never
care?
smoked anything.
Sorry,
I
sweetheart.
had no intention to.
I guess I'm getting into your
My
personal
grandfather
business.
died from it before I was born, so... The one grandparent that I never got to meet. Lies, because it's circle button. Never smoke any cigarettes. Once in a while I have a cigar or weed joint, but only do edibles. Gotcha.
Dad used to hate it when I wrote on shit.
Yeah, I've never smoked anything. I have no intention to ever do so.
I guess I
Even if it's
did
just
that?
even if it was just a cigar every now and then, I just have no interest in it.
Sometimes people need you, though.
Cigars are expensive. Oh yeah, that's true as well. At least good quality ones are. Did vaping at 15 and ended at 16. And that's good that you
Even when
stopped,
they
because
don't
that's
admit it.
it's got a lot of problems. Does a lot of bad things. Never met any of the grandfathers. They both died 20 years before you were born. Because for me, it was just the grandfather on my mom's side died a few years before I was born, but then her mother was still alive until last year. And both my grandparents on my dad's side are still alive. They're both in their mid-80s. So it'll be good. I'll get to go see them at 4th of July. I actually need to check the calendar and see exactly what day some of that stuff is. 4th of July is a Friday. Oh, perfect. So I can head home Thursday after work. Okay. Yeah, that'll be perfect. Head home Thursday after work, go back Sunday. Perfect. I didn't realize it was on a Friday this year. That's awesome. Definitely make use of that. This 4th of July is one of the few holidays we get off. 4th of July, Memorial Day, Christmas Day, Thanksgiving Day, New Year's Day, and maybe Labor Day? I think we get Labor Day. So we get 6 days off throughout the year, and we don't get Christmas Eve, don't get the day after Thanksgiving, don't get New Year's Eve. Because Adam 2.0 is a greedy butthole. No, not as bad as the old greedy butthole. So my grandpa died from a tumor, you think? Paternal died from lung cancer. Oh, okay. And now Chloe is going to randomly follow a bird. At the end of the episode?
You came. I'm glad.
Me too. Never really asked
Hey.
about him. Oh, gotcha.
I couldn't let the day end with whatever this afternoon was.
That was where the audio cut out for half a
Chloe,
second. This game
I
also
wanna
has 5
talk to you
episodes.
about
No, this one's
something,
only 3
but
episodes, but they're longer.
I don't know how to talk about this. You remember that guy that we saw under this tree with that woman?
The ones who were making out?
So yeah, this one's only
That was
3
my dad.
episodes, but they're longer.
Oh.
Plus that bonus chapter
All
doesn't
right.
have trophies.
And that woman was definitely not my mom.
Oh.
Oh.
The worst part is, I'm not surprised. I felt like my dad's been lying about something for a while. I didn't know what it was. So when I saw he got a text from an unknown number asking him to meet, I thought I could catch him or something.
I don't know what to say. I really don't have a good answer for what to say.
Chloe, I love my dad. I love him. And I never want to see his fucking face again.
When my dad died,
Y'all and your mom never got to
I was
meet
so mad at
Dad's
him.
dad because he died when Dad was
for
young.
months, I felt wrong because
I mean, we at least are lucky that we have
half the time I
typically
thought of him,
longevity in our family.
I
A
wanted
lot of
to
that stuff.
scream.
So my mom's dad dying at
And the other
fairly
half,
younger age
I
was surprising, but it was,
forgot.
well, wasn't as surprising because he was a
Forgot that
really heavy
anything had
smoker.
changed.
Only seen bits and pieces of it. I barely
It's
remember
silly,
it.
But I've carried this photo around with me for years. It's from Mount Hood. My dad took me hiking there when I was 10, and it started raining, and I fell and broke my arm 3 miles from the car. I remember screaming like I was gonna die, but my dad, he carried me down the mountain. I still remember the smell of his coat, and how calm he was, and the sound of his voice, and he was just so strong, you know? I felt safe.
No one's ever safe.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
great thing to say.
Here.
Chloe, I owe you an apology.
Hey, we were both kind of the queen of shitty.
No.
Eternal
I
Grandfather
mean
was a
it.
heavy smoker too. Okay.
Whatever's
Haven't
going
played it yet. Maybe
on
we'll in the
between
future.
us, it's
Yeah, it's worth playing, especially if you like the
intense
original one.
and new and awesome, and you
Little
had
uncle
the courage to
smokes like a
tell me that
chimney
you
every
feel
day.
it too.
And my grandmother, that's still alive, still
And I
smokes
treated you like shit.
a lot. Well, not a
Courage?
ton, but pretty
I don't know if
often.
I'd call it that. More like blind desperation.
I just want you to know I'm lucky that you were with me today. You're a badass, Chloe Price.
What?
Remember that biker asshole who wouldn't let you into the mill? You talked your way right past him.
How'd you know
You
about
saw that?
And those skeevy douchebags who followed you upstairs? 2 against 1. But you wouldn't take any shit from them.
I'd be dead if you hadn't thrown that bottle.
You inspired me. And what about Drew? When he was picking on Nathan? You got right in his face and called him out.
That was pretty sweet, actually.
So maybe the circle button isn't going to be
See?
that bad for us.
You're the real thing, Chloe.
Stuff on your daddy had to grow up early, fast
I
and
don't
mom
know
and raising his
anyone
brothers.
like you. Plus,
God, I
you
can't
came
imagine.
along with me, no questions asked.
Well, I don't really need a good reason to ditch school.
I guess tomorrow there'll be hell to pay.
My mom might skip grounding and just go straight to the death penalty.
And my
Eh,
dad
we're gonna abolish that years ago, I'm pretty
will
sure.
definitely punish me with...
Fuck your dad.
Fuck him.
What I wouldn't give to leave this place and never look back.
What's stopping us?
Money?
Us? Are
Probably.
you serious?
There's nothing keeping me here. Not anymore.
So, if I came to
I
you
mean, do you at least have a
tomorrow
car you
and
can take
told
to
you
go
pack
somewhere
your
else?
bags,
I'm serious. Let's do it, Chloe. Let's leave this place forever.
You should probably get to know someone for more
Okay.
than a day before you go off with them forever. Just saying. Uh-oh, final choice probably.
Can I borrow your lighter? Thank you.
And that's how the giant forest fire started. Because we've been dealing with forest fires around the upstate and in North Carolina for the last year or two. Just like the ones in California, people stupidly set fires for stupid reasons and cause insane amounts of damage. Good job. Yep. Yeah, literally might have just started a forest fire. Good job. What do you say we get out of here before the cops show up? I don't see this ending particularly well for anyone. Or just keep screaming at it. We can also do that. This is exactly why you shouldn't go off on your own, because you do stupid impulsive shit like this. And set giant forest fires. Is that like a side plot line in this game, or at least part of the major plot line? I feel like it might be. That they like set a massive fire. I decided to name you after the grandpa of your dad's side. I wasn't named after, like, any other family members or anything like that. That was smart. Yep, that was real intelligent. Never know, screaming at a fire might put it out. Nah, I think that doing that's almost just like blowing on it and it'll just make it worse. So I guess that is going to be a major thing throughout this game. I kind of forgot about that. Yeah, so your little fire just completely started up something very bad. I know you were joking, just like... It's just such a stupid choice on their part. Like, why would you think starting a forest fire is a good idea, people? Or potentially risking the idea of one. Okay. I ran, which was only 1/3 of people. I was mean to Joyce, which was 1/3 of people. Most people defended Nathan. 5 out of 6 people defended Nathan. That's actually kind of surprising. And then you told Rachel you're more than just friends. Okay, yeah, that's not surprising. 4 out of every 5 people agreed on that one, so... Okay. Did not take the money. That was 50-50. I didn't even know that was an option. Didn't purchase pot from Frank. Okay, so that makes sense. Did not read the self-help book. That one was pretty split. Didn't put the photo of William on the dresser. Didn't know I could do that. Slipped or didn't slip money into her purse. Again, not something I thought or knew you could do. Told Elliot you would go to the play with him. Okay, that's 2 out of 3. That's not bad. Didn't listen to Skip's demo. I didn't know you could, but that was actually the most popular option. Did not finish the tabletop game. That's not surprising because that takes a while. Did not sabotage Victoria's homework. Told Rachel you believe in love, so that's basically a 50-50. Didn't share earbuds. Yeah, of course, like, literally everyone else in the world would have done that, but Circle Button didn't allow it. And you jumped out of the train versus not jump out of the train, again, everyone else would have done that. So, I actually was correct on a few of the major choices, just... I guess that didn't end up going as badly as I expected it to be honest. That could have gone a lot worse than it did, so... I guess I can't be too mad about that performance. You and 49% of other players started a forest fire that burned down the entire western half of Oregon. You are now convicted of domestic terrorism and will spend the rest of your life in prison. End of story. Alright, we're off to episode 2 now, so I am going to go pee real quick, and we will be right back. That actually didn't take quite as long as I thought, so we're going to make a little progress into episode 2 here, so I'll be right back. Alright, much better. Okay, let me see where our first decision is. Once we gain control, and can look at some light bulbs. I'm not joking. One part you hope Circle will let us pick. You'll have to let me know when we get there. The way things are going, though, there's a chance we might actually be able to get like halfway through episode 2 tonight, which would be kind of nice. Because if we can get
Miss
halfway
Price,
through it, just one
how
more
good of
stream
you
to
to
finish the
join
game,
us.
maybe?
I'm so sorry
That'd
we're
be pretty
late.
nice.
My shift ran late at the diner and then just sorry.
Let us proceed. One of you here is new to the Blackwell disciplinary process.
I have a Zid in a really bad spot right now. It's
And
like
the
on
other
the
is
very
all too
top of my
familiar
right
with it.
ear and like just
Blackwell's
super
code of
awkward
conduct
position.
is built upon a foundation of
Uncomfortable
mutual respect
position.
meant to foster an environment conducive to education
You need
and
to go ahead
enrichment.
and fully
In
pop
that
so I
respect,
can go
Okay.
away.
Reality check time. Yesterday did actually happen. I ditched school with Rachel Amber.
Don't know if it's this
and
episode
then
or the next.
Rachel
Well,
really
we'll
did
see.
start that fire.
I mean, we'll stream the whole thing,
And that
so
was
it's all
after we
good.
actually
Even if we don't
agreed
stream
to
the rest of
run
it till
away from
tomorrow or
here.
Friday.
Right?
Are you paying attention to me, Chloe?
Not
what?
really.
Miss Price, the last time we met, an agreement was brokered. Do you recall what that was?
Are you asking, or is that rhetorical?
Disrespectfulness.
Well, you're the one that drinks on the
We
job.
agreed that you would rededicate yourself to becoming an exemplary Blackwell citizen.
We did?
In the event that you were unable or unwilling to do so, we also agreed that it would become pertinent to reassess your future status at the Academy. Despite all this, you engaged in the following actions yesterday. Insubordinate language.
Oh, please. Since when's a high school scared you
Witnesses saying you
swear?
were involved in bullying Nathan Prescott.
Oh, that's a
The hell
lie.
I was. I stood up for that little weirdo.
I suppose that's one interpretation of
Yeah,
events.
that's a lie. We stood up for him.
Maybe you should be talking to Drew instead of me. You know, the guy who actually did what you're accusing me of.
Mr. North's situation requires sensitivity. It will be handled separately.
Which means you're not going to do anything to him.
Principal Wells, I know this looks bad.
Thank you for your validation, Miss Price. May I continue? With your permission?
Sorry.
Drinking
And
while
yet,
working, that
even
sounds
with
pretty
your
irresponsible. Yeah, because that's
prodigious
exactly what he
disciplinary
does.
records,
What we see in
we
the
needn't
original
discuss
Life is
any
Strange
of it.
game. He's got a big bottle
We
of whiskey
needn't?
in there, and he's
No,
doing it after
because you severed your relationship
after the other
with
student
Blackwell
dies.
the minute you left school grounds without permission.
What does that mean?
It means you forced my hand. This is a consequence of your actions, Chloe. I have no choice
I
but
made
to.
her do it.
What?
Uh-oh.
What?
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 Yesterday was all me. My idea. I was having a bad day. I needed to blow off some steam, and I took it too far. Chloe tried to talk me out of it. I've been down that road, she told me. You're better than this. But I
You're a
wouldn't
good
listen.
actress.
See, Chloe was afraid I'd get in trouble or hurt, so she came with me. But only to keep me safe. I'm just sorry you got caught up in it, Chloe. That you allowed me to drag you down to my level. Can you forgive me?
For what?
For what? You didn't do anything.
Your willingness to stand by me, even now, is truly inspiring.
Chloe, is this true?
It's true.
Totally not true.
I mean, it's not, but
She
okay
really is an
then.
amazing actress.
Miss Price?
Fine, yes. It was her idea, but it's not like she kidnapped me. We were in it together.
Miss Amber, based on what you've just told me, I have grounds to punish you. Are you sure what you've told me is the truth?
Oh no,
Yes.
detention. It's
This
the
can't
worst
be
thing in
full
the
story.
world.
Ray.
Just to be clear, Miss Amber, you're sure Chloe Price didn't coerce you or
trick her?
Yes, I'm sure.
I mean, it was pretty heavily
Price.
Rachel.
This revelation may color the situation some, but it in no way absolves your daughter.
I understand, Mr. Wells. There is no doubt that Chloe's behavior must improve. But given what we've just learned about the negative influence she was under, I hope you will allow her just one more chance.
Miss Amber, I am as surprised as I am disappointed in you.
I understand.
This being your first infraction in no way reduces its severity. Still, we will not be suspending you at this time. But you have squandered our trust. You will no longer be my administrative assistant first period. And you will no longer be involved in Blackwell's performance of The Tempest.
Oh, that sucks.
No.
But the performance is tonight.
For someone so aware of our school calendar, Miss Price, I would expect fewer absences on your record.
Ray, she loves that show. Since this is her first infraction, don't
Mr.
you
Amber,
think,
I don't tell you how to run the district attorney's office.
He's
Please
literally the
don't tell
DA.
me
He
how to
could
run my
probably
school.
ruin your life if he wanted to. I'm just saying.
There's a reason we have understudies for all circumstances, accidental and deliberate. I'm sure your understudy.
Victoria Chase.
Oh,
yes,
that
I'm sure
sucks.
Victoria Chase will do fine.
Like,
That
if he's the DA, he
What's
could
that, Miss Price?
literally ruin your entire
Chloe is
life and
upset
like
for her
destroy the
friend,
school if he
but
wanted
we
to.
are
I'm pretty
both
sure.
grateful that she is not going
Especially
to
if
be
he was
unduly
involved at
blamed
all
for
with
what
the
happened.
Prescott family.
There is plenty of blame to go around. Chloe's future at Blackwell will be discussed next. Unless you had something to add first, Miss Price.
Uh-oh. Oh, boy. I mean, it's not like it matters that much, but we're taking the blame because we did it
Is
first.
Rachel missing the play for me? But thanks to her acting skills, I'll have to go down in flames if I want to fix this.
Get your head out of your ass, Wells.
Mm-mm.
You seriously think yesterday was Little Miss Sunshine's idea?
Miss Amber has accepted her responsibility.
You are unacceptable.
You're punishing her for taking the blame for me? For trying to be a good person? That makes you even more clueless than I thought.
Damn.
Rachel confessed. Are you calling her a liar?
I confess she can act.
Confess to thinking she can act like a motherfucker. You just bought her crap. Hook, line, and
Good
sinker.
lord.
You don't have to do this. It's okay. Really.
Don't tell me what to do. I'm not one of your sycophants. I'm a lone wolf, and you're Little Red Riding Hood. Welcome to grandmother's house, bitch.
Damn. Maybe I shouldn't have picked that.
Be you. Apologize.
That was kind of mean.
Fine. I shouldn't have pulled Rachel out of class. If I'd known she couldn't handle it, I would have gone it alone.
Why speak up, Miss Price? Your words do not exonerate Rachel, but they do further implicate you.
Then there's no good ending to this.
It's like you always say, I'm the worst student Blackwell's ever had. Doesn't it feel good to be right?
Okay.
That's enough. Your loyalty to each other might be admirable, but nothing else about your attitude or behavior is. My decision stands. Miss Price will be suspended for the rest of the school year. Miss Amber will be cut from the play.
Then I don't know if I made the right decision or not for that, but I mean, I was mostly hitting circles, so whatever.
Escort you to clean out your locker. You may wait outside my office until he arrives.
All right, then.
That is all. Good day, Mrs. Price. Mr. and Mrs. Amber.
Ray.
Yeah, seriously, he's the fucking DA.
Come on,
He could make
Chloe.
your life a living hell if he wanted to. And so could Nathan's family, so... Yeah, they can all make your life a living hell here.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry too. Meet me at the junkyard later? You bet.
Though they didn't actually expel her,
I didn't
just
get the
suspended her
chance
for the rest of
to
the year.
introduce myself. I'm Joyce.
Mrs. Price.
I'm Rose. This is James. I'm sorry we had to meet like this.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sure for you this is an unusual circumstance.
We really should be going. Nice to meet you.
Mom,
I'll see you in the parking lot.
Hey, Chloe. I'm supposed to walk you out.
Just you and me. Hey, Skip.
You know I was supposed to have today off, right?
Sorry that my
If you were supposed to have a day off, then who's supposed to guard the school?
I don't really care about any of this shit. Except my secret stash.
Oh, you're extra
grab
blunt.
my emergency joint while I'm here.
Or joint, whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, screw geometry. We had to learn proofs the entire fucking school year. It was so pointless. Geometry was literally the most pointless class I probably took in high school in terms of math classes. Because it was literally just fucking proofs the entire year. Geometric proofs. And it was so freaking useless. Because who the hell needs to know how to prove that a triangle is a triangle, or whatever the hell we had to do?
Jackpot. Wait. What the hell?
Uh-oh.
Damn it, Justin. Fuck every inch of this place. I wish I could tag it from floor to ceiling. But with Skip
At least he's more
watching-
chill than her dad is, or step douche is.
Bathroom. Then I'm out. Cool?
Okay. But try to make it fast, will you?
And our security guard was pretty cool back in my school. He was pretty chill about everything. He was a very nice guy, but I think I mentioned this before. He was like ex special forces in some other country. So he would have been a badass if he had to be. But also, unlike this particular dude, unlike this particular guard, he didn't carry a gun. So I still find that very surprising that they have an actual armed SRO here, when even I didn't in a red state. So that was definitely surprising to see that, because I swear I don't remember seeing that in the past. Okay, so she's just gonna graffiti the whole bathroom. That might end very badly, by the way. Yeah, I can see that ending very badly. Well, at least you have doors on your bathroom stalls. I mean, my school did too, but some schools don't, apparently. Because people keep, like, wrecking them in some schools. So basically, she's just destroying the bathroom for no good reason. She wrote a lot very quickly. Yeah, that is a lot written very quickly. Oh, this should be interesting. This should be interesting. Why does Victoria care if there's graffiti in it? Why would she care? Yeah, she's actually pretty good with the artistic part of it. She can draw reasonably well. I mean, she can draw better than I can, because I can't draw to save my life. I can't do anything really artistic to save my life. Art or music, for that matter. If I sing, it'll probably kill somebody. It would probably go against the Geneva Convention for violations
Later,
of human
Skip.
rights with torture.
Later.
I mean, we've heard my singing in stuff like the Thrillville game. And don't get me wrong, it was a lot of fun, but regardless. You're hella weird. You are. We will get revenge. Oh god, what all is it going on in here? Who all is saying things? Oh, is that because of the fire? Okay, so that's like a security blast, pretty much, for the fire. Yep. And then, what do you have to say? I don't think Chloe's too into you. I'm at my wit's end with you.
Awesome. Max would have loved this shit.
You either. Yeah, I am not even remotely close to having any amount of skill with art or music. And where is... Well, we can speak with this guy, whoever
Hey,
it is.
Elliot.
It's on the back of a white
What brings
truck.
Chloe Price to school on a Saturday morning? Nothing good, I bet.
I, was suspended.
Wait, really? Holy shit!
Yeah, I kind of started a
I know.
forest fire, so
I'm surprised
not
it took
not that
this
big a
long,
deal.
Too.
Do you want a hug?
Let's not make a big deal out of this.
Chloe's clearly not
Oh,
into you,
sorry.
sir.
Right.
She is
sex for
into
Rachel,
women.
too. She was kicked out of the play because of me.
She is very clearly
Sure.
into women, so
Harsh, man. Anyway, what are you doing here?
pretty good at art in school,
I
mostly
thought I
drawing.
should come early.
I was
Grab
not.
tickets.
I wasn't
For the Tempest?
awful at
You
art
said we might
classes
see it together.
for much of
Ah,
my time in school.
Right. Good call.
The problem
my text
was that
about
once we
hanging
get
out
to about
afterwards?
8th grade, the
Sorry,
art
Elliot,
teacher
but
was a
I'm probably gonna hang
mega
out with
uber
Rachel.
bitch.
She might be
Very
pretty
unreasonable.
bummed about
Very much
missing the
grading
show.
you on
yeah.
your
I
actual
guess that makes
artistic
sense.
ability versus like being able
I
to just
better
go there
go.
and at least try
Ugh,
effort.
My mom is waiting to sick her.
And the
attack
problem with
mustache
that
on
was
me.
just that
Her boyfriend. Don't
the
worry
art
about
class
it.
was
See you
required.
around, Elliot.
It was 100% required. I wasn't able
Yeah.
to, you know, opt out of it in any way. And if I could have, I wouldn't have had to take that kind of class. But because it was required and I got stuck in that class, it meant I had to actually be good at art. Which is not
What
a
could the
critical
Tempest
subject,
use more of?
in my opinion.
All that's left is to get arrested.
I don't think it's a critical subject that you should have to be good at to graduate from middle school or high school. If you want to focus on that outside of school, go ahead. And if you want to focus on that in college or whatever, go on ahead. But in middle school, who the hell cares about any of your grades in middle school for that matter? Okay, next one's when we get to the junkyard. How do you get suspended for starting a huge fire? Wouldn't you both get arrested and expelled? Probably. I'm just telling him that, oh, I'm so cool. I just started a forest fire because I'm a badass that is irresponsible.
It's about damn time.
Speaking of irresponsible, why the hell are you wearing high heels to serve at a diner? Seriously. Why the hell are you wearing heels to serve at a diner?
Chloe, your mother and I have been
That's
talking.
dumb. That's really dumb.
Can we do this later? I don't think I can handle another fight right now.
Like, are you
And
just
who
trying
do
to,
you expect
like,
to handle things
attract male customers,
mother?
mate? And maybe that's what it is. I don't know.
I don't need a conversation. Not with Sergeant Asshat here. I just need some space.
Do not use that language with your mother.
I don't think he cares. Or I don't think
If
she
my
cares.
mother has something to say, she will say it to me.
She has. The problem is, you don't listen. Maybe if you try
Or maybe I
listening
don't
to me,
care about you,
instead of
sir.
fighting me about
Sir
everything,
douche nozzle.
you might actually learn a thing or two.
What? How to be a soldier?
Soldiers put family and future above self and now. Getting kicked out of
Yeah,
school?
but Chloe
That's
is
what
not a
losers do.
soldier.
You had a scholarship, Chloe. Do you know what that means? What kind of opportunity you gave up? Do you want to work at the diner?
Now, I want to know how the hell she had a scholarship to Blackwell and what it was
Someone needed
in.
my help.
Who? Your friend
Was it in
Rachel?
drawing
Because
or
I
something?
think the daughter
Like,
of the DA is
because
going to
as
do
we
just fine.
discussed, she can draw pretty well, but like, what was her
I need your
scholarship
help.
even in?
Me, your mother.
Like, what
We need to
earned
get
her
our
a scholarship
own
at
house in
all?
order. Right now, what I need most of all is for the two of you
And
to start getting along.
even if she loses her scholarship,
Chloe, I care
public
about
school is
Joyce
free.
very much. I'm willing to
So,
forgive you for the
it might suck, but you can
incident
still go to high
yesterday.
school. You can still graduate from
If you
high school. It's not going to make a
improve
difference in
your
that matter.
attitude going forward.
Incident? What incident?
Chloe was incredibly out of line.
Blah,
She
blah, blah. You were
insulted
kind of
me.
being a misogynistic
Swore at
asshole
me.
at one point, so...
But with an apology,
Uh-oh.
I'm willing to start
Uh-oh.
over.
What's it gonna...
Are you still going to date my mom?
I don't necessarily blame her.
And will you still be coming to our house?
I don't necessarily blame her on that one.
Plan to.
Then I say, go fuck yourself.
Damn.
That's what I thought.
Okay, Chloe.
From now on, I will be assisting your mother in a few areas. Like making sure that you are no longer abusing drugs or alcohol.
I mean, I don't necessarily blame him on that one. You shouldn't be abusing either substance.
Mom,
Chloe, I'd like you to empty your pockets and place all your belongings on the trunk of the car.
what the fuck?
If we are going to start over, we have to know that you are not abusing drugs. If you're not, you should be eager for the chance to prove it.
Mom, you can't be serious.
David and I have discussed it, and we feel this is the only way for us all
Now, wait,
to have a
wait just a
fresh
damn
start.
second. Isn't weed
Let's
legal
go,
in
Chloe.
Oregon?
Quit stalling.
Oregon legalized magic mushrooms in like a third of the state. No, seriously. Oregon legalized fucking mushrooms in a third of the state. So, what's the big deal about having a joint? Like, seriously. They allow magic mushrooms in a third of the state. Who cares if she's got a fucking joint? That's been legal for 13, 14 years
Sure.
now, I think.
Here you go. Show me a warrant, asshole.
Damn.
You watch too much television. Your refusal to comply is as good as an admission.
I admit to you being a
This
fascist.
is too cringy.
And I don't take orders from fascists. What happened to trust being a two-way street?
That was before you were suspended. Somewhere along the way, we lost our trust.
Yeah, well, given that we all almost, like,
back.
4 or 5 of us
Not at
almost
all.
got suspended during junior year for turning people's backpacks
She's
inside
basically
out.
admitted her guilt, and you're letting her off the hook?
That's another story right
I am
there.
not letting her off the hook. I am trying
Since
to
we
find
weren't
a
allowed
way
to pull
for us to
pranks
move on.
because the
We
class
need a
before
new
us ruined
beginning.
the senior prank for everyone forever.
A new chapter. One that will
At
involve
one
the
point,
three
me
of us
as a
together.
junior, me and several
What
other
does that
people,
mean?
like, just turned
We
people's backpacks
both
inside out for
agree
some reason.
That the best thing for everyone at
Just
this
as a
stage
prank.
is
And they,
for me
like,
to move
cried
in.
about, some of them just whined and bitched and cried about it, so some people got in
No
trouble for it.
fucking way.
Chloe, after everything that's
Given that I had,
happened,
like, no record
I'm at a
or
loss.
discipline against
I
me at any
need
point at
help.
that point in time, I guess
Exactly.
either they didn't
We need a firmer
care
hand
or
steering
didn't
this ship.
say anything to me.
Talk to me, Chloe. Tell me what you're
I
feeling.
don't know. It's like, that's not even a bad prank. It's not...
You're trying.
Who cares?
I get it.
If you're
I swear
mad
I
about
do,
your
and I've been
backpack
making
turned
it harder for
inside
you.
out, then you're not going to live out here in the real world.
But this is not the answer.
It's the only answer I have, Chloe.
You haven't asked my school, why don't you go after the blatant emotional
years, I never
harassment,
thought
mental
you'd
and emotional
choose
harassment
David
that people
over
did to
me.
people like myself. But
I'm
no, we're not
sorry
going to care
I
about
took that
that. We don't give a shit about
I'm
that.
not choosing anyone
But we just
over
think people are
anyone
offended
else.
about their backpacks
It's about
being
the
turned
three of
inside
us
out, so
having
we
a
got to care
home
about that
together.
instead.
It'll be better than you think, Chloe. Once everything's running smoothly.
No,
you'll see
we'll
what a
let
stable
everyone
home
harass
can
the
be
hell
like.
out of you emotionally or mentally, but God forbid we do any sort of prank whatsoever. How's my school for ya? Fuck my high school. Had a handful of good teachers, and otherwise, fuck my high school. Because I'm still very angry over a lot of things that happen there. Some things I've talked
There's no
about, some I
home.
haven't.
Not if he's there.
Chloe.
Let her go. She'll come home as soon as her tantrum is over.
This would be more cringy if it were a child actor playing as her. Because it's Ashley Birch, and she's like a big name in voice acting. Because she did Aloy, and I think a few other people, so... She's obviously a very big name in the voice
And
acting
you know
world.
which way is up when your whole life has been turned upside down.
Okay, next collectibles in the junkyard. Not that many good child actors aside from, like, John Connor from Terminator 2, Elliot from E.T. Yeah, there's not a ton. I mean, I would even say, like, back in Drake and Josh, Miranda Cosgrove did a good job in that. Back in the good old days of Nickelodeon, the early days of Nickelodeon. She killed the
Blackwell's
evil
done with
sister
me.
role in that.
I can't go home anymore. Is this junkyard all I've got left?
You could probably make a house out of it if you really had to. Yeah, you got a baseball bat, just go live in the boat next to you. You'd probably survive in there until winter. Yeah, it won't get too cold until winter, so you can probably survive in there until then. At which point you just need a lot of blankets, or the ability to start a fire or something. And you can survive through the winter then, as long as you can get food in some way or another. Which I guess that is a concern. You probably need some food. I don't know where you would get that. Oh, is that the truck she ends up driving? It's gotta be, right?
Ugh.
I know nothing about fixing a car, outside of a few basics, so I would not be of any help here.
This thing is a mess. But maybe I can fix it. If this beast will ever run again, the first thing it needs...
A new battery? Damn, that's kind of sad.
is a new battery.
Haven't seen E.T. in a long time. I haven't
Wonder if
either.
I can find one
Guess
around
this is how
here.
she got her truck. Yeah, I guess so, if that actually is her truck. It's the highest grossing film at one point. I don't necessarily know if I would say that high grossing films means actually good, because the Minecraft movie is the second highest grossing video game movie of all time. Believe it or not, just behind Super Mario Brothers from 2022? Is that when that came out, or was that 2023? Okay, once you go up to find a car battery, face the truck, go to the right over the boat. Okay, face the truck, go to the right over the boat. And she can't quite make it up that. I don't have much upper body strength either, so that's fair.
Damn, you cigarettes.
Back in 1982, which was also the year Raiders of the Lost Ark, Rocky III, First Blood came out. So a lot of really good quality movies came out that year then. 2023, okay, gotcha. So yeah, that's the only movie that's in the video game world that's grossed higher than the Minecraft movie. Which already has a sequel in development, by the way. That got announced like over a month ago. Highest grossing movie that came out when you were born was Titanic. Yeah, that was either 98 or 99, correct? Or 97. Either 97, 98, or 99.
Shit.
Yep, I started a forest fire. I'm cool like that.
What do I want
Do the
to
graffiti.
tell my fellow sailors
And there's
of the
another one
7
here
trash
as well.
heaps? Got it.
My dad's a big fan of the Titanic movie, but it's like, a lot of people have pointed this joke out nowadays that it's like, it's the ultimate boomer movie in a sense, in that you've got this really old lady who has been carrying around this, you know, $20+ million gem. I don't remember how much it actually was. But she's carrying around her super, super expensive gem, and that people have been searching for forever, and instead of, you know, doing something intelligent with it, like giving it to her family that clearly exists, she decides to drop it into the ocean in memory of the guy she had a one-night stand with. And that's why they call it an ultimate boomer movie. Oh, okay, so that's just to view that. Genuinely hate Titanic and hate Rose a lot more. Yeah, because she could have let Jack survive, but no, she couldn't. She couldn't move over a few inches on her door floating in the water. God forbid. We actually saved a guy that we apparently love. Nope, we're gonna have a one-night stand with him, then drop the $20 million necklace into the water instead of giving it to someone who could actually use it. Pretty much. Turn on some music. Alright, so we gotta find a battery somewhere is our current objective, and we gotta do that before we can take our next picture. Oh, a little putting green. That's
You're
random.
a long way from the country club, guy. Now this is a vortex club I wouldn't mind joining. Gotta love a
Christmas
place where even
wreath.
Christmas looks depressing.
That's why Cal was the true hero of the movie. I don't necessarily know I'd call him a hero, but like, I don't have any like negative feelings for him overall.
This rug has some miles on it.
Except for, I guess, trying to kill them at one point. Or no, that was
Don't want
technically
to leave
not
yet.
him. That was technically his, like, servant, wasn't it? That tried to kill them. I guess on his orders, though, so in some ways. I don't know, I wouldn't say he's necessarily a hero, but he's not necessarily an evil villain.
This is no good.
Alright, so that battery doesn't work.
Bottles everywhere, and not one beer to drink.
Can't interact with that one. Thought Rachel was supposed to be here.
Wow. I should angry graffiti more often.
Okay, so
This is
investigating
no
a second
good.
time does nothing. Didn't think it would. Found out she cheated. Know what's wrong, but feel like a lot of people would act the same way. I mean, I wouldn't say that people would act differently, but I mean, going and try to murder the guy isn't really an acceptable option, all in all.
I think I'm all smashed out. For now.
I don't know if I can agree with trying to go and murder the person, personally, but... Don't watch romance movies, they all tend to follow the same plot. Yeah, they all have, like, the same 3 different plots, so... Random bobblehead. Where did she just put that? Seriously. Like, where the heck did you put that?
Guess I was pretty pissed at Rachel
Watch
last night.
romance movies once you have someone in your
Amazing
life.
that someone I just met.
And that was the
could
thing
have made
about
me this
Crazy
angry.
Girl, Crazy Drug Addict Girl, was that she wanted relationships to be
I'll ever write
exactly
one of
like
these
a
again.
Hallmark movie, because she thought that's what they need to be like. And anyone who's ever been in a relationship can tell you, no, that's not how relationships work. They do not work out perfectly like a Hallmark movie. That is simply just not how it happens out here in the real world.
You're a long way
Things are
from
not
the beach.
perfect. There will be fights. There will be arguments. There will be
Here's
disagreements.
a side of Arcadia Bay they don't put on the postcards. What are you trying to hide?
It was
under
actually
there?
really, really funny because when we were watching some of the regional games for, oh, what's that? Yeah, when we were watching some of the regional games for baseball, we actually saw her at one point, which was hilarious, just to randomly see her, and she was wearing, like, just another insanely stupid outfit. She thought she was good with, like, fashion and stuff, but she was not. She just would wear the stupidest stuff.
Here we go. The pick of the litter.
It was pretty funny, actually. It was pretty funny seeing that. I'd say he's the hero because he saved... Well, I guess that's true, actually, because he did save the little girl. And if he wanted to, he could have gone with her at that point, but he... No, wait, did he go with her at that point, or was it later that he randomly jumped into one? No, wait, I think it was at that point. It's been forever since I've seen the movie. Yeah, it was either at that point or later he jumped into one, but I think it actually was at that point when he had the girl that he claimed to be his daughter or whatever. It's your main reason. Like, we know there's going to be a huge misunderstanding, kiss in the rain... One might end up dying. And that's really funny because, like, we watched a movie a few months back. It was called Love in Aruba. Specifically because we've gone to Aruba so many times over the years. So it was a random movie that was made during the pandemic. And we mostly watched it just to see, like, the sights of where they went in Aruba, which was pretty entertaining. But... the crazy thing about it all was that... Okay, so...
Damn. This thing needs more
Okay, so it
love
looks like
than
this
I
one's
can give
actually
right
inside
now.
of the truck.
In the meantime, maybe I can spruce it up a bit.
Sure, why not? I'm in the junkyard. Okay, sounds good.
Probably a good idea to cover over this with something.
Titanic, Notebook, Great Gatsby, yeah, all of them.
While an escape hatch could be nice.
Haven't seen
I
Titanic in a
should
long time. It's been a
probably
while
cover
for me
over
as well. It's
this
been at least a couple of
massive hole.
years. But yeah, we watched that movie and, like... It was exactly what you expect from a Hallmark-type movie, but it was set in Aruba, so we were interested in seeing what happened with it. It was exactly what you expect, and it was also slightly unrealistic at times in relation to the country of Aruba. I will say that as well.
Maybe there's another light bulb I can put in here.
Light bulb! Without it, Roger will die! Roger, without him, the light bulb will have nothing to heat!
While an escape hatch
Okay, so
could
that's
be
actually
nice,
nothing.
I should probably cover over this massive hole. Probably
That
a
one we
good
can't
idea
interact
to cover
with
over
any
this
further
with
at this
something.
point. Supposed to be something in here. Maybe it's somewhere else that we actually do this at. Don't want to watch Titanic again. Don't have any
Okay.
interest in watching it. And
Let's
it's over
see what
3
else
hours
this
long
trash
aside from the
heap
Green
has
Mile.
to
And I don't
offer.
blame you on that one. Find more to fix. That's such a helpful notice.
I think I'm all smashed out.
Maybe you should keep it so you have a weapon to defend yourself with, ma'am. Ooh, what's this? A towel? Or a flag?
This might make the perfect cover for that torn seat.
Most you've ever seen was Godfather 2. Wasn't the original Avatar like 3 hours long?
I know one fire that doesn't need any poking.
Well, you might as well take it. Oh, and we're taking that as
Or-
well.
Or something.
For the floor, I guess? Yeah, probably for the floor. And we've got the bobblehead, so let's see if that's all that we need for this, and if we can actually move forward. Haven't seen any of the Avatars. I mean, I didn't see that one in theaters, but I've seen it on TV at some point in the last 15 years. Never saw the second one, though. Didn't care for Avatar movies. Godfather 2 was really good. One of the best sequels ever. You know, that's actually interesting, because of all things, I have never seen any of the Godfather movies. I have not seen any of them. Oh, so we still need a light bulb. First Avatar movie's good. I barely remember it because it's been so long. But yeah, I've actually never seen any of the Godfather movies, which is probably a travesty.
Max and I used to go there all the time as kids. I think it shut down, but who knows? You're a long way from the beach.
I guess you could customize this a little bit then.
Don't
Are there any light bulbs in it? Seen the first two, never saw the third. Fair enough. Yeah, that random game got an online battle royale mode for some inexplicable
Here's
reason
the
at
side
this
of
point.
Arcadia Bay they don't put on the
I mean,
postcards.
I honestly feel like there's so many just weird things that have gotten weird adaptations at that point. That was definitely up there, though.
You might not work. Then again, I hardly ever work.
Haven't seen Fight Club or The Shining. I haven't seen Fight Club. I've seen The Shining, though. It's an interesting enough movie for what it is. Or like I've only ever seen the original Terminator and then Terminator Salvation. Even though Terminator 2 is supposedly like one of the best sequels ever made. Okay, so let's fix this, and we should now be able to do our next graffiti. Which is actually number 3 for the level. We're actually not as far along as I thought we were.
This thing looks like a rusted out shopping cart. Probably drives like one too. That's if it ever does drive, which seems questionable. Still, how
She's gonna get it
sweet would
working
that
because
be?
we see it in the original game.
Yeah?
Bryce, it's Frank.
Oh. Hey, Frank. What's up?
Yeah, just checking in to see how you're doing.
Really?
Bunch that you need to see. I'm sure there's several that I need to see.
Where can we meet?
What about? Oh, like drugs?
I mean, you owe him $100, so...
I'm hanging out in the junkyard, north of town.
The junkyard. That's great. Stay there, I'll see you soon.
Okay. And, Frank,
Are you using a burner phone?
after you hang up, are you going to smash your phone? Like, in the movies? And if so, can I smash it?
Trust me, Bryce. If I ever have to smash anything, you'll want nothing to do with it. I'll see you.
Okay then, that's a vague threat. That's why it's nice not to get involved with drugs, childrens. Because if you don't get involved with drugs, you don't have to deal with shit like this.
Time for a hard-earned. You only get
First,
one
let's
chance
graffiti
to make
this.
A first expression.
That's number 3. Next one is before changing clothes and meeting Frank. So we got a couple minutes till the next one happens.
This'll give intruders
Awesome.
something.
So yep, 14 trophies done. Every trophy so far is good, so this is looking good. Alright, let's light up. I'll probably end up playing through to the end of this junkyard section. That'll probably be it for tonight. And the wildfire is spreading because we are stupid people that started a wildfire. So after this next graffiti, it's the next one's when we get to the RV. That music is almost certainly going to be copyrighted, which is wonderful. And at least we can remove copyrighted stuff from streams. It's just an annoying process. And we got a cutscene. So, what's happening now? Looks like another dream sequence coming on.
Shit.
You are about to die,
I
Chloe.
slept all day.
Well, she did not die in my playthrough of this game using the circle button, so that's good.
What the hell?
Even though that apparently just means they broke up by the time of double exposure, which is really stupid. They should have canonized an ending for it, honestly. Just canonize one ending or the other, and just, like, make it more official. And, like, her choosing to be with Chloe over saving the town is the most popular decision these days by a fairly good margin, so just have that and let them be together in double exposure. But no, we couldn't have that. We had to create a whole new story. I don't even know if it was the same development team or something. Might have been a different development team.
Dad?
Because I have not heard the best things about Double Exposure, even though I will play it at some point just to do all the Life is Strange games. There's a random bird on that piece of wood over there for some reason. All the birds are out and about around here. They're all just nesting in random people's, like, entryways. Like, either on top of the door or on, like, a little pillar that we have going up next to the door. They're all nesting there. We built stuff to cover the ones in my house because they nested there for 2 straight years and they would just shit all over the floor and it was really annoying. And one of those birds was really creepy, I remember. We had one bird that was super, super creepy. Like, when it had babies, it had 2 babies, and they were the creepiest things ever. Like, they didn't even look like real birds. They just looked like weird creatures.
Amazing, isn't it? I can't look away.
Amazing?
Sure.
Don't pretend you're not mesmerized too.
I'm really not. I'm not that interested.
See? You're so drawn to it, you don't even realize the danger.
Danger?
Yeah, we had these 2 birds that were baby birds that were born in the nest on my front porch, and they were so creepy looking. I just looked up a picture of them.
What?
They were so weird looking. They looked like angry and mean and
beauty.
That was something. Animals are weird around me, as we all know at this point. That's why we have multiple prehistoric-looking turtles living in my backyard. Or, not my backyard, my pond in my parents' backyard. Would be the proper wording for that.
Incredible.
You know, we have multiple giant prehistoric-looking turtles living back there. They're very friendly, though.
Why you need to be careful.
They'll come within like 3 feet of you, so they're pretty friendly. As long as you have food for them, they'll just come right up and poke their heads out, look around, acknowledge you, eat your food, get very close to coming on shore. We're going to see if one of them will come on shore when I'm there. Those animals love me, so we'll see what happens. We named him Bubbles. Except that the original Bubbles, we don't see him down there, so it's now Bubbles Jr. And Bubbles the Third, because there's another smaller one.
Hasn't anyone ever told you not to fall asleep with a lit cigarette?
That is now Two-Face. Yep, that was a weird dream scenario. How do you fall asleep with a cigarette in your hand? I don't understand that at all.
Me in? Or what?
Not sure.
I don't know. I'm not supposed to give rides to strangers.
What if I promise you free candy?
Oh, free candy? That sounds like a great deal. And a way to get yourself killed. And what's in the duffel bag?
Damn, you've been busy.
It's nothing. Just some junk I found lying around.
Pirate flag?
Yeah, why the hell not? I said that I wanted to be a pirate.
Freaky red light?
Because it was the only one.
That is dark.
Too dark?
Perfect dark. Chloe, this is incredible. I can't believe you found us an escape vehicle already.
I hope so.
That's the hope. But it doesn't exactly drive yet.
You'll figure it out. And while you're at it, we're also gonna need some money. You know, to buy stuff.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, food
Car
is
and
important.
money. Anything else you'd like?
Luckily, there's no rush.
True.
And no Blackwell.
Holy shit. That Wells meeting. I'm
Next stream,
so
finish the
sorry.
game.
I can't
Maybe
believe
it depends on
actually suspended
exactly
you.
how long episode 3 is. I think
I'd
episode
say
2
it's
is a
like
similar
the
length to
most
episode
believable
1.
thing that's ever happened
It's
to
going to come down to
anyone
how
in the
long
history
episode 3
of
is.
Forever. I'm just so pissed about the play. How could they let Victoria Chase jack your role?
Because life is a tale told by an idiot, full of sound and fury, signifying nothing.
And that means something?
Yeah, totally. At least Wells has no idea what really went down with us last night. Shit got pretty wild.
True, he doesn't know that we started the fire.
Rachel, that was more than pretty wild. You went absolutely nuts last night. What the hell were you thinking?
I was angry. I didn't expect the whole stupid park to go whoosh, but...
Oh yeah, that's a
you're
great
in on it, too.
excuse.
Accessory after the fact. Unless you tell on me, of course.
I'm no snitch. I'd be way happier going to jail than having to live at home with Dictator David. He announced his
Dialogue is
plans
like
to move
super
in this morning.
delayed on screen.
Oh, Chloe, that's awful. I'm so sorry. You know what we both could use? Therapy.
Yeah, you probably could.
Therapy.
You start. Kick back and tell me what's bothering you.
Nah, I think you both need some professional help. I don't mean that in an offensive way. I think you probably could use it because you both had fairly screwed up lives up to this point.
Well, Doc. I've
Blackwell.
been booted from school, and I'm not entirely sure what to do about it.
Oh, just drop
You know
out.
how
There
to
are
cope
people
with
that
your
drop
feelings
out
of
and
anger
still
and
get
disappointment?
jobs.
No. I mean, how to express my feelings of intense joy.
Uh-huh. Do you think you might be taking this a little too well?
You tell me. I'd say I'm exceptionally well adjusted.
I'd bet my therapist's license that no one's ever called you that before.
Well, you don't have a license to bet, so it's all good.
Touché, Doc. So, my new friend, who everyone thinks is perfect, did something batshit
Wolf 2's now up to a
fucking nuts.
1.49%. God, it's going to be at 2% by
What
the
do
end
I
of the
do?
year or something. 2%
This
milk.
perfect friend of yours, who I'm assuming is also
99% sure rarest platinum will be
sounds
Black Ops
like
Cold
she may
War.
have been inspired by someone
I mean,
you
my
know.
rarest platinum will probably
Perhaps
forever
this
be
friend
Far
of
Cry
yours,
2,
who,
even though it's
I reiterate,
apparently
must be
obtainable
just
again.
Stunning. Needed
Like, some of the
someone in
multiplayer
your
stuff
life to
apparently
teach you.
works again, so it's probably going to
How
end
to
up...
steal
It
wine
might
from
go
the
up a little bit,
picnickers?
but I'm sure
How
it'll
not
break
to
down
give a
again
fuck.
at some point, and I think one of the
Because
trophies
she
is
was
still
tired of
unobtainable,
having
even
to give
so.
so many fucks all the time.
But that's always
That
probably going to be my rarest, along with Black
makes
Ops
sense.
3. David!
There's this dildo with a mustache who's been dating my mom, and now he thinks...
Your mom has a dildo with a
moving in
mustache
with
on
us.
it? Is that what you're saying?
How do I stop him?
That's a hard one. I'm not sure there's
Yeah, it
really
probably is a
anything
hard
you
one
can
if it's a
do.
dildo.
Then what the hell am I talking to you for?
I don't know if they're fucking hard
Just
or not.
because you can't stop him doesn't mean you
All I
don't
know is
fight
that one
back.
time me and Lizard Guy
The
wrote dildo on a
resistance begins
cucumber,
now.
wrapped it in a condom, and threw it into the public pool.
Alright. You're going to need a new
Actually, no, it
nickname
wasn't the
to mark
public
your
pool, it was the
enemy.
country club pool.
What have you
Excuse me
got?
on that.
He's a step fuck. Because he's a stupid fucking...
That's the closest thing I know to what a dildo
Fuck.
is.
Poetic.
Because we were really hoping
May I
that some
also
little
suggest
children would
stepladder?
find it and be like, Mommy,
Why
it's a
stepladder?
dildo. What's a dildo?
He climbs on
And
your
just
mom
like
every night.
ruin
Ew.
people's lives
And
with
pretty
that. That would
soon,
have been
they'll be
hilarious.
stepping down the aisle.
What the hell kind of therapist are you?
Just check PSN profiles.
Sorry.
Cold War
It's
PS4
called
version
shock
has been
therapy.
getting rarer.
Highly controversial.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that one's getting rarer and rarer. It's,
actually somewhat therapeutic.
it might fall below a 1%
Thank you.
someday.
It's always a pleasure.
Yeah,
Diane,
man, me and
my
Lizard Guy did that
co-host.
back in high school.
And now it's your turn.
Boring
Tell me all
ass
about
little
what it's like
small
being daughter of
southern
our
town.
Peter
There's
Bates'
nothing
most
better to
famous
do than to
scumbag.
drive around and cause mischief. So yeah, we just took a cucumber from the garden, put a dildo around
Too
it,
blunt?
wrote,
Sorry.
no, wait.
I do
We
that
took
sometimes.
the cucumber,
Nah,
put a
I'm just-
condom around it, wrote dildo on it, and threw it into the country club pool. And
talk
the
about something
people that
else?
found it were actually someone
Of
that
course.
Lizard Guy went to high school with, which was really funny. It wasn't,
I kind of fixed the truck a bit.
wasn't necessarily
That might mean
anything
I have life
super
skills, something
hilarious, but they made like a
really tried
Vine
to
about it
avoid.
back in the day.
Upshot, I'm closer to becoming a
Oh,
car thief.
WTF. I've
That's
told this
pretty
story at
badass.
some point in the past. I just don't know exactly when. But yeah, that was me and Lizard Guy. Back in high school, there was nothing to do in our little ass small southern town.
There's a point when you've been
So
acting
one
so much that
time,
you don't even have your own personality
like my senior
anymore.
year of high
You're
school,
just whatever you
we just
think other
got
people want you to
bored.
be.
So we took a cucumber
think you
from the
have a personality.
garden
I wasn't
and
talking about
put a condom over the end of
My
it,
dad doesn't really exist.
wrote the word
You saw him in
dildo on
Ross's
it,
office.
and then
The
threw
whole
it into the
thing was a
country club
performance.
pool with
And
the hopes that a little
now
children
I'm
would find
starting to
it
feel
and
like
ask their parents
everything
what a
in my life
dildo
is
was.
bullshit.
And one of the lifeguards that he went to
He's
high
still my
school with
dad.
found
How
it
can I make sure I don't end up like him?
and made like a Vine about it.
You just need someone
Because that's
around
all
who
we knew how to
likes
do
you
that
for who
wasn't
you
like
are
illegal or
and
something.
Isn't afraid to call bullshit when needed.
So I'm sure there was other stuff we could have
Let me
done that
know
would
if
have
you
been a
find
little
any
bit
candidates
less
for the job.
legal, but I mean that ain't no crime. That's literally just something stupid.
Playtime. Gotta go clean out my dressing room for Victoria.
But yeah, that was the kind of
Not
shit that we
exactly
did
the
when we
role
were
I thought I'd be
younger.
playing tonight.
That was long before we ever started drinking anything, so that was just us hopped up on hanging out together, drinking hot chocolate, and
Hey,
eating popcorn and pizza.
I was thinking
the
that
good old
after the
days.
show, maybe we could go do something.
Those people doing Cold War gonna give up on the reunite with Fit Arena.
something
Yeah, I'm sure a lot
criminal.
of them are.
Criminal.
Yeah, that's
fun.
I've told that story before,
I'm
though.
in.
I've told a few stories like that before. That one's still my personal favorite with how
Wait,
it ended
you
up.
forgot your bag. It's for you.
Yeah, that was my
Just a little
personal
survival
favorite
kit
for how
for your
things
life
ended
on the
up,
lam.
but
Drive safe, Chloe.
I mean, that was easily one of my favorite ones that we did. Because we never did anything like, we were never stupid enough to do something that would actually be considered illegal. We would do little minor things along those lines. Like one time we just threw a bunch of tennis balls into the pool in the middle of the night. You know, stuff like that that isn't actually anything bad.
Hello, Junk Shack.
Because we were bored. Or just drove around to his friends and honked the horn loudly in front of their house at like 11 o'clock at night. That was what our idea of pranking was.
Time to check out Rachel Amber's mystery bag.
The wall. Alright. Next one is when we get to the RVs. So we will play out this little section here, and that'll be it for tonight.
A bag
So yeah, we never pulled any, like, pranks that would probably be considered good in any sense.
Yes, I need those.
I would say that was still my favorite thing that we did, but that's really, like, barely something you
Nothing
could
like
consider
an
a decent
abandoned
prank.
shack in the middle of a junkyard to make a girl feel like exploring a new wardrobe.
But yep, more ZPTV lore. I swear this game brings out so much... This franchise brings out so much random lore from our history. It's honestly hilarious. Like, it just brings out so many stupid things that we've done over the years. Classic Chloe, okay. I don't mind it. It seems fitting enough. Not like it matters that much. Alright, Frank, where are you? Yep, there's the RV. Ooh.
That's the woman we saw with Rachel's dad.
What?
Weird.
Oh, so he's got himself a hooker.
It's Chloe.
Well, actually, if we're going right into the RV, we might as well get the next collectible as well.
I don't know the secret password, man. Is the password Drugs?
Drugs.
Get your ass in here.
That was a good password. Okay, we can actually grab another collectible because we came right to here, so...
Dude! It smells like piss in here.
Shut up.
You have a rough night or something?
Every night's a rough night. I've got a notebook in the back somewhere. Go get it for me, would you?
Who was that woman? Ah! Ah! God. Jeez, man.
Yeah, warn me next
Get
time
my
you're gonna go
notebook, Price.
driving.
Then we'll talk.
Okay, so we're gonna get another collectible here. Who is Justin? Who is this dude? Okay.
Fetching things for Frank. How... Got it.
Alright, it's number 5. So that's actually going to be good. Once we get through this little segment of the game, that'll be a good place to end it for tonight. A real house with the RV on fire. What you got to eat in here, Frank?
Apparently, Frank is
A lot of meat. Does he really have the ability to cook it? Yeah, he's got like a 2-burner stove, so he probably could cook it.
Hey there.
Oh, he's a puppy. He's a little puppy.
Get up here.
Oh, he's a puppy.
Pompidou.
You little killer.
He's a puppy. Who doesn't love a puppy? Tempest is gonna be awesome. Like, awesomely bad, you mean? It's gonna be hilarious. Don't worry about the suspension. She's fine. He's a little puppy. He's so cute. Who doesn't love a puppy?
Is this what I think it is? Ah, shit.
Puppies are the
Time to
greatest
find out
of
what
medicine.
Frank wants to discuss.
Aw, look at him. He's just sleeping.
Is this it?
Have a seat.
Pompidou, huh? That's one badass name.
It's French.
Aw, what's it French
Does
for?
it mean, like, tough guy or something?
Do I look like I speak fucking French?
Okay, so who was that woman?
What woman?
The one I saw coming out of your RV?
Oh yeah, I meant to introduce you. Her name is Mind Your Own Fucking Business.
Oh, that was helpful.
Rachel would want to know more. I bet I can convince
Black Ops 3's up to 0.8%, so it's gone up a little bit
I'm
then.
just curious. What's the big deal?
Idiot. I make money by being discreet.
It's not like you signed a confidentiality agreement. You can be less discreet this one time.
Nope.
Beans?
I protect my clients. Happy customers are the foundation of a good business.
Your customers like you because you're laid back. That's why I like you. So you should keep building up that
Fair
easygoing
enough.
vibe, you know?
Sure, I guess. So why are you so hung up on this chick?
Because I'm into her.
Come on, Frank.
This is Arcadia Bay. Gossip is all.
Damn,
we
that
have
got
to keep
dark
us
out
from
of
hanging ourselves out
nowhere.
of boredom.
Well, I guess you're not asking for life or death information here.
I'm holding your drug-dealing account book. You obviously trust me already, so what are you waiting for?
I don't know.
Frank. Talk, and I'll get my mom to make you something special.
Like what?
I don't know. What do you like from the diner?
Firehouse chili of hers.
Chili? Oh,
The woman you saw.
you got a last meal choice, and your last meal choice is
Showed up a
probably
few weeks
chili?
Causing all kinds of trouble for all sorts of people.
Like who?
It's a little out of your league, okay?
But what kind
I'm not a
of
chili
trouble?
person anyway.
Forget about it, Chloe. Shouldn't have opened my mouth.
Thanks for
Much less as a bride meal.
telling me.
Whatever.
I ain't no Wings of Redemption. I don't eat no Wendy's chili every day.
Shit. Really?
I don't go to the Wendy's in
friend
Conway,
Damon
South
runs the place.
Carolina and ask for
He lost a
an
lot of
entire
money
bucket
last
of chili with my V6 Mustang while yelling about,
How
don't
about
you record that shit and
Did
stuff like that.
you lose anything in the fire?
No. But I'll probably get pulled into whatever shit Damon's dealing with right now. Lately, he's been doing some stuff that I don't like. But I don't seem to have much leverage with him.
Oh,
like
it's
I
your
once
puppy
had.
with the hot dog toy.
Anyway, you and I have shit to discuss.
Is this about the $1.75?
What?
The money that I owe you?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't give a shit about that.
Oh, okay.
Wait, do you have it?
No.
Don't you have richer clients to bother?
I should fucking hope so.
Well, good. Because I need everything I've got.
You're a pain in the ass. I've got bigger problems right now. Open my notebook. Last page. Should be some entries for a kid named Drew. You know him?
See the football
Drew
dude?
North? Yeah, he's... Holy shit. That's a lot of money.
Drew runs Oxy for Damon. Apparently football players eat it like candy.
That's smart, I guess. It pays well?
Go Bigfoots. Problem is, Drew owes a grant, and he's not answering my calls. You know what's going on with him?
He's a douchebag?
He's an unreliable douchebag.
Last one supposed to be 2
No,
large
this is the first time he's
pizzas,
done
4
this.
Philly cheesesteaks, 12 pieces of
He's
fried
actually
chicken, 3 Mexican Cokes,
Anyway, here's the job.
4
taking you to
baklavas, and 2 pounds of strawberry
Go to
ice
Drew's
cream.
room,
I don't know what my
find the
final
money,
one would be. I have to
and I'll
think
meet you
about
to
that a
pick it
little
up.
bit before I would pick it.
Can you handle
But
that?
it would include Mexican Coke, it would include pizza, it would
Yeah,
probably
of
include
course,
steak
but-
or burgers,
What's in it for me?
maybe some chicken
You
wings.
still owe me.
So...
Lots and lots of
if I do
bacon
this,
and eggs. Bacon
then
and eggs
we're
are
good?
great. Hash browns,
And I'll do even
breakfast
better.
food, stuff like
I'll
that.
give
Love
you
breakfast.
10% cut
Maybe
of the
some
money.
waffles and syrup.
Okay. Yeah, sure. I'll do it.
What's the matter?
Coffee. Can't forget the coffee.
It might be a little tough. I'm not supposed to be at Blackwell. I got suspended this morning.
But pizza would be a big
Congratulations.
part of it. Cheeseburgers for sure.
Still easier for you to
Would be
go
a big
on
part of
campus than
it.
for me.
Steak,
If you can't even
potato.
do this price,
$100 closer to leaving Arcadia Bay. With a bit
Okay.
of cash and the truck fixed, Rachel and I could really do it. We could leave for good.
Well, let's do it.
I'll do it.
good deal.
Having your final meal like it's the last day on the planet for sure, but like I said, I'd have to think about it a little bit to figure out exactly what I'd want to eat for it. I would definitely have to do a little bit of thinking for that to decide exactly what I want. But I can think of a few items I would want. You'd like a person who finished swimming for 10 hours straight? Oh, for sure. Pepperoni stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut would be good. Lots of
Didn't think I'd be back
cheeseburgers,
this
french
soon.
fries, all that kind of stuff. Maybe some barbecue,
Well,
chicken
goes nothing.
wings, all sorts of stuff. Pecan pie, a whole pecan pie with whipped cream for sure. Alright, so we're about halfway through the second episode, I think. So, I think I'm going to call the night right here. I think we're about halfway through the game, so maybe one more stream we're done. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow or if we're going to stream on Friday instead. Either tomorrow or Friday will be the next stream, and after that, I'm thinking that Saturday might be our Platinum Dumpster Dive for the year, but I haven't decided yet. If it's not this week, it'll either be next week or the week after. It'll be sometime in the month of June, so we will definitely do it sometime in the month of June. But good progress made tonight. Halfway through the game pretty much in terms of trophies, so no major complaints. Been good so far, so I will see you guys either tomorrow or Friday for the next stream.